Does anybody here in the studio, Fester, Froggy, Roxanne, does anybody notice anything different about the studio this morning?
One little thing.
Yeah, what is the difference in today's MJ Morning Show studio?
Well, if you look behind you, and you can watch this on MJTV, we now see a cutout there. And it used to be a window, but they're going to knock it out.
Well, it's already knocked out.
Yeah.
Are you okay this morning?
Yeah, no, I mean,
Oh,
knock
no,
it
our
out
shelf
as in like open it up.
The shelf of goodies is gone.
No, they're closing it off. They're
closing it off.
Nothing's getting opened up. Right behind me here in the MJ Morning Show studio, there has been a window that went to a studio behind us, but it's kind of been the glass has been covered up with the logo behind us. But now the whole window frame is being closed off. Now, I don't give a crap about that because we're moving out of this studio because this is a tiny little shoebox studio, and we're actually going to be moving down the hall to a much bigger room because, folks, they are finally building new studios here. The new furniture for our new studios has been showing up via, freight companies, pallets of new furniture for our studios. So, I mean, things are happening. The new control consoles are arriving. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because that was the shelf of crap behind me.
What happened to all of it?
Well, it's over here now, it's out of camera shot. So the shelf of crap, like the mug that, what is that guy's name? James Middlestead from Ohio? An MJ Morning Show super listener online. He sent those mugs, the customized mugs with all our names on them, and then Fester smashed his. So
Froggy smashed.
It was an accident.
Oh, I'm sorry. Froggy smashed Fester's mug, and that shattered mug, all the remnants and parts were behind me. We just had a whole variety. The Grady Judd bobblehead was behind me. The customized MJ Morning Show Alessi salt and pepper grinders were behind me. I mean, all kinds of stuff.
Just crap.
The ball gag from Ball Gag. What was that, like Ball Gag karaoke or whatever we were?
Yeah, we did that.
Yeah, we did
fun.
Ball Gag karaoke. And then the little license plate with Fester's phone number was behind me. And now, I guess I could. There's drywall. So they've closed off the window with drywall, and the whole thing is going to be like, plastered over or whatever you call, mudded over. Yeah, as there's a big piece of drywall that's been put behind me, and listen, I don't give a crap. We're moving out of this hellhole little, thimble of a studio anyway. But I did like the shelf of garbage behind me. It was a very nice touch.
Yeah.
To the decor of our studio. So yeah, that's what's different. If you watch MJTV, you can look behind me, and it's totally different. Now I can move the camera up. They tried to put Fester's phone number up on top, below the digital sign. I'm actually physically moving the camera up, and Fester's phone number is they screwed it to the drywall, but it's out of normal camera shot.
It was the thought that counts.
Yeah.
But,
You could write it big on that on that wall.
Yeah.
Just with a marker.
Oh, that's true. I guess
spray paint it.
Let's spray paint it on the drywall is going to be covered over anyway.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to get a handle on when we're going to be in the new MJ Morning Show studio.
Years.
I mean, it should be. No, seriously, it should be. I think by the end of summer. I'm guessing by July 1, August 1, we should be in brand new digs. And folks, we're talking night and day. We're talking from a jalopy to what should be a really nice studio.
Is it that studio how it is now, or are they going to redo it?
No. So we're moving down the hall to where the country station is because they have a ridiculously large room for only 2 people.
Yeah.
And
their table is shaped in a humongous guitar.
Yeah, well, we're going into that studio, and that's going to be gutted and redone, all the walls redone, new flooring, everything. Yeah.
Cool.
So we are moving. So it looks, folks, it looks like it's happening. It looks like it is finally happening.
How about we have like a TV with the logo of the show behind us? Look a little professional.
Yeah, they're gonna do stuff like that.
Yeah, so
Let's hope.
Behind us, like our studio sponsor, the Kemp Law Group, will be there'll be a logo on the video screen behind us. So the whole room is just going to look better. So finally, there is movement, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so I'm excited. Froggy, how you doing? You were out yesterday with a so-called migraine.
Oh, yeah. You put down migraines. You had a baby headache the other day and you were crying. I had a 14-hour migraine.
I wasn't. What are you talking
All right,
about?
try dealing with that.
I wasn't crying. I said that I had a headache and I popped a couple of ibuprofens. Roxanne had me grab some point on my forearm.
Pressure points. Yeah, I know all about those.
Yeah, Roxanne, guess what? That did nothing for me. You know what? Roxanne had me harder. Roxanne's going harder.
It's gotta hurt.
Harder.
Yeah, that's what you have to do.
And Roxanne has me grabbing my arm like right
the nerve,
near where the crease of the arm is.
And if you're hurting yourself, that means you're going to make your headache better, or you're going to hurt yourself so badly that you'll forget how bad your head hurts.
It's a pressure point.
Yeah. So let me tell you what happened. My headache did not change. I still had a headache, and then my arm hurt. So
Yeah, good.
I ended up with an arm ache and a headache.
Is that why your arm's in a sling today? Wow.
I don't get headaches very often. It's very rare I get a headache.
Yeah, you're lucky.
It's just not common. And for whatever reason, I had a headache, and Roxanne's, you got to do this. You got to squeeze this pressure point on your arm. And she's like showing me, and then Roxanne's going harder. And I'm squeezing this thing on my arm. I'm like, ow. I'm like close to the point of pain.
I'm like, get in there harder. That's what you do.
It did nothing but give me more pain in a different part of my body. So, yeah, I had a headache. Now I have an arm ache. It did nothing. But I popped 2 ibuprofen, and that worked.
Modern medicine.
That doesn't work for me when I get a bad one.
Whatever.
I have many remedies that failed.
Yeah, modern medicine. So what? Do you go for like Chinese acupuncture where they stick needles in your back and you're lying there? Do you ever do that?
I have done that before. It's amazing.
What a shocker.
What a shocker.
That sounds painful.
It's so relaxing.
Yeah.
I wish I want to do it more.
Getting stuck with 100 needles is relaxing.
Oh, you really have gone to an acupuncturist?
Of course I have. I went to an acupuncturist for fertility years ago.
Have you had cupping done yet?
Yeah, she cupped me.
Oh, you've
been cupped?
Oh,
You've
yeah.
been cupped as well?
You have like those suction marks on your back.
Cut me good.
Cut me real good.
Like someone takes little mini toilet plungers and puts them all over you. You walk
That's
out
so
of there with
weird.
suction marks on you.
How many supplements do you take a day?
That's a good question. I'll bring in my regimen for you
my
sometime.
God.
I mean, it's not that ridiculous. it's not that much.
You fall for all of this hocus pocus stuff.
You take a fiber pill?
6:09. Just getting rolling. Going to be a busy MJ morning show here on a Thursday. Oh, I've got an MJ 15 surprise. Yeah, an MJ 15 surprise. What the hell am I talking about? I'll explain coming up. Pat, traffic, back in a second.
Bounce.
man, the Cody's Roadhouse in Tampa on Hillsborough is on fire. I mean, complete, like, out of control. I haven't seen whether they've knocked it down yet. I saw some video about 10 minutes ago, and the place was just engulfed. I mean, totally massive multi-alarm working fire. This is the Cody's Roadhouse, and that's on Hillsborough. What's the address? It's 11202 West Hillsborough, and I'm talking fully engulfed, massive, massive, massive working fire. I mean, that place is like burned to the ground.
Oh, no.
And then Roxanne just said to me,
yeah,
that...
What were we going to do there, Fester? We were going to go have family night with our children.
Well, I look for restaurants where, kids eat free. And I think Tuesday nights, Cody's has kids eat free night. It's not too far from where a couple of us live.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
That's why you guys went to Ford's Garage
Exactly.
a month ago for kids eat free night at Ford's Garage, right?
Yes.
I mean, we can go to other places and pay for the kids.
Oh, I don't pay for the kids, no.
Well, he...
Okay.
Little bastards. I'm not going to pay for
No,
them.
but this massive fire is now in progress. Cody's Original Roadhouse on West Hillsborough. I mean, this place is... All right, Fester, you've just brought up a streaming video piece from Channel 13. And, I mean, what the hell happened? Like a grease fire or something that was like brewing up in the ceiling or something? Or did somebody leave a stove on? Clearly, I got to believe it's going to be a kitchen issue. I mean, if they had like FanDuel or something for betting on fires,
right?
or if the Hard Rock, legally in Florida, if they had like a sports betting on betting on how the fire started, I'm guessing kitchen.
Oh! I just found something out. Do
What?
you know what are highly, highly flammable?
Fajitas.
Peanut shells. Isn't that the place that has the peanut shells on the floor? Or people don't do that anymore because of peanut allergies?
No, that's Texas Roadhouse.
Okay.
Does Cody's do? I don't know.
I thought Cody's used to do.
I don't know. I feel like there was several peanut on the floor restaurants, and they all stopped that practice.
Yeah, I've been to a bunch of places that have had peanuts, but with peanut allergies seemingly appearing out of nowhere, and suddenly, you've got people that are deathly allergic all of a sudden. By the way, where were the deathly allergic peanut allergy folks back like in the 80s and 90s when you had all these restaurants that had like barrels of peanuts that you grabbed in the waiting area and you threw the shells on the floor?
Yeah.
Where were the peanut allergies back then? It's almost like, presto, boom, out of nowhere, here comes all these peanut allergies.
All right, so the peanut restaurants still give out peanuts. Like Texas Roadhouse, not the one that's on fire, gives out peanuts. They just don't want you throwing it on the floor, I think because of legal issues. Like old ladies slip and falls on peanut shells.
Oh, interesting.
All right, so Cody's Original Roadhouse, West Hillsborough, Tampa, is not going to be open for lunch today. They are not going to be open for dinner tonight. I got to imagine that it is going to be 6+ months before they reopen, if they do.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the place is just a burning mess.
Don't they have buy one, get one free fajitas one night a week? The big steaming plate of fajitas coming out, burning and smoking.
God, you just know every deal.
Yeah, Fester does.
I do.
Fester knows food. Hey, so Fester, speaking of food.
Yes.
Oh, when were you guys planning on going to Cody's?
There's something where maybe as the school year ended, there's no hard date.
All right, that's not going to happen. You need to find an alternative place because Cody's is not going to be open.
All right.
That was the spot, though.
I mean, but I feel bad for all of the people who
absolutely.
work there. I mean, those who, that's their livelihood. The kitchen staff, the management team, all of the servers, folks that were planning on going to work today to make a living will not be going to Cody's Original Roadhouse on West Hillsborough because it is a burning mess. I mean, I feel bad. Hopefully, Cody's, the Cody's corporate will offer some relief and, move people to, how many Cody's are there?
Yeah, not many.
Bring up Tampa Bay area Cody's locations. All right, so there's the one. Fester just brought up the one on Hillsborough.
That might be the one.
Is there only one?
I remember there used to be like 4 or 5 in town,
Right.
and I can't think of where any other one is right now.
Oh, that sucks. All right,
In the
so
city of Tampa, that might be it.
but what
Wow.
about Pinellas County or
There's
other?
got to be one in Pinellas, right?
You'd think. Okay, so
Oh, here we go. Okay, so Fester's widening out the map. Looks like you got a Cody's down in is that Sarasota?
okay, look.
There's one in St. Petersburg.
Yeah. So hold on a minute. I'm moving up the map.
Okay.
So it looks like Bradenton. Looks like maybe Bradenton area. There's a Cody's. Then move up to.
There's one by kind of almost by the Tyrone area,
All right,
maybe.
so there's one on Park Street North, St. Pete.
Then the one in St. Petersburg off of 4th is permanently closed.
Yeah, so there was one on 4th Street, not far from where our studios are, and that one is permanently closed. Then there's one up in Tarpon Springs on US 19
Oh, they have a couple options.
in Tarpon. And then if you want to go way up, there's one up in Spring Hill on Commercial Way in Spring Hill. And if you want to go out toward, looks like Avon Park area, man, there's not a
Sebring.
Is that Sebring?
Yeah, just south of Avon Park.
Sebring, Avon Park area. So not a ton of these places, but that sucks. I feel bad. I mean, people that rely on that job at Cody's for their rent, their car payment.
Yeah. It's
Does
terrible.
this fire smell delicious?
All right, Fester, I don't need wise ass comments from
I'm
you.
asking. 'cause,
Too
you know,
soon.
All right,
Too soon.
come on, dude.
It's a real question.
Dude, there are
It's a
like,
real question.
dude, there are like dozens of Hillsborough County fire units on the scene right now.
And are they like, oh yeah, boys, this is a good one?
Jeez, it's brutal.
It's a steakhouse.
What do you?
Stop.
Everything
What
cooked
lost
in.
their jobs today.
What is wrong with you?
Somebody
I'm
lost
just-
their business.
I'm just asking of
What's
all
wrong
the
with you?
fires. I mean,
Right.
would you rather go to a steakhouse fire or like
So-
a chemical plant
All right,
fire?
So does it?
Well,
does it?
that's a good point.
Thank you.
Does it smell like an outdoor barbecue? Is that what you're
Yeah.
asking?
I
Yeah,
said,
that's what
does it
he's
smell
asking.
delicious?
Yeah, whatever. Fester, speaking of food,
Yeah. I
you
can't
know-
believe you guys.
do you know who Cheeseball Man is?
I don't know who. Oh, yes.
Cheeseball Man.
Yes.
Who,
Yes.
who is
Yes.
Cheeseball Man?
Cheeseball Man, I believe he's in New York City, and he posted signs around town, right? And who said, "Come to." I mean, I don't know the exact. Like, he's come to like
Union-
Washington Square or
No,
something.
hey, close. Union Square.
Okay, come
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
Union Square
Right.
at 12 o'clock on Sunday and watch me eat this bucket of cheese puffs. And it was like the big Costco size cheese puff. And he ate them all.
Yeah.
And like 1,000 people showed up.
That's amazing. That is amazing.
I'm not making this up.
Is it like an art? That's like art. That's like an art piece.
But he has
right?
like a mask on and he walks out. And everybody's cheering for him. And he starts just to eat them one at a time. And people
Froggy,
are watching him.
it's called performance
Yeah,
art.
performance.
Yeah, performance art.
Oh my gosh.
When I was in Costco yesterday up near West Chase.
Look at all these people.
Because I took Chloe's boyfriend Chet
Oh,
to
yeah.
Veterans Ford. He's just test driving and looking at a couple of things because he needs to buy his first car after college because he's a Vanderbilt grad and he starts his first finance gig in Orlando in like a week and a half. So he needs to buy his first car. So he's looking at a bunch of things. I met him up at Veterans Ford yesterday. So I went to Costco, and as Fester pointed out, Costco, Sam's, BJ's, typically they have that giant barrel of orange cheese puffs. And then Cheese Puff Man, which...
He was interviewed on CNN.
Yeah.
What is this?
Cheeseball Man. Fester knew exactly who he was, and there were hundreds and hundreds of people that showed up at Union Square last weekend. 22-year-old guy. He had an orange mask on, so he's got an orange bank robber ski mask on.
This is a very custom outfit because the ski mask turns into a cape.
Yeah, seems to be integrated.
Yeah.
So he's got a whole cape and mask that's similar to the color of the cheese balls. And he proceeded to eat the entire bucket of cheese balls as people were egging him on and watching. So
New York is so stupid.
I know.
It is.
But there's some details here.
Here's the banner he put around town. It's just
Yeah.
a picture of him holding a big.
It's not a banner. It's a flyer.
And
he put flyers all over, parts of Manhattan that said, "What?" It said, "Watch me eat this entire jar of cheese balls, Union Square Park, April 27th, 3 p.m." Then there's even a QR code for people to scan with their phones, and it just has him in the orange mask, holding the big bucket of cheese balls, and people by the hundreds showed up to watch him just devour the entire thing of cheese balls.
That's just fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this.
Very lighthearted.
He said, "I decided to do this because I thought New York City could use something like this." The anonymous man told the New York Post, "Cheese balls are funny, and eating an entire jar
He's right.
is a difficult task, but not impossible."
no, it's not.
So that's
Good for him. Hey, I
Very
know this.
creative.
cheese. What? Andrew wants to know when Fester's going to do. Oh yeah,
Listen,
Fester
You think
is
you can do that?
I don't.
Cheeseball Man.
No, there's already a cheeseball man. You have
Yeah.
to be something else.
Oh, yeah.
Personally, I don't think it's that amazing of a feat because cheese balls break down to be nothing in your mouth. I mean, they're
A lot of
essentially
air.
They're air.
Yeah.
Lot of air. You're 100% right. Lot of air.
Very fluffy.
You know what? I like Andrew's idea. Our producer Fester needs to do this. I would do the same thing.
Yeah. It's
I
like-
think you ought. No, I think you get a bucket of cheese balls from Costco or Sam's. Absolutely.
I say we have a race.
Yeah, I think you do. Absolutely. 6:32 at the MJ Morning Show. Early morons in the news next. Got a great pile of early morons in minutes, so you don't want to miss that. Let me tell you what you don't want to miss. You don't want to miss out on recovering if you're in a car wreck, you're in a... 641 MJ Morning Show. Early morons in the news is here. Let's do it. If you're thinking about causing a disruption on an airliner, if you're want to misbehave and act like a total jackass, a total jackwagon, think about this. There was recently, I think we even talked about this. There was an Englishman who was flying to the United States on United. Yeah, this was a flight. It was United 883 from London to Newark, New Jersey. So United Airlines bound for Jersey, and this Englishman started threatening to mess up the plane. Remember we talked about this? I'm going to mess this plane up. And it just caused a huge disruption.
Just a ruckus.
He was arguing with his girlfriend. They were having a fight. The plane had to be diverted, and guess what? He has to pay $20,000 to United Airlines.
Whoa.
That's an expensive freaking ticket because of the cost of having to divert.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the incident began when this guy, Michael Dominic McDonald, 30-year-old doofus.
Is that guy a singer?
Michael McDonald?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love his stuff.
Yeah, Doobie Brothers.
Hell yeah.
Michael McDonald, right?
I like his solo stuff.
The Doobie Brothers. What were his solo songs?
I can't name one.
No.
I don't know. He's like He's like a cheesy solo act. He's
Yeah.
Like almost yacht rockish.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a fool believes.
Yeah. Sweet Freedom. That was his. Hey, do we have Sweet Freedom? It starts.
I don't know.
I love that.
No, it just kind of. No. The song has a little drum. It's like and then like a little like a horn splash or something. Do we have Sweet Freedom in the computer?
We need to play more Michael McDonald around
Sweet
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there.
Okay,
Hold on.
okay,
That's my.
I never went. Okay.
Start it again. All right. See, I told you it's
Little
the
drum roll.
Oh, this is from the movie Running Scared.
Yeah, with Billy Crystal and Gregory Hines.
Yeah, Billy Crystal. Yeah, this is on the soundtrack. Oh, sweet freedom. Da, 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 da. Yeah.
I promise you, it's been in more movies than that.
Oh, listen to this voice.
Anyway, so that's no, it's not the same Michael McDonald. Michael Dominic McDonald began arguing loudly with his girlfriend. The lead flight attendant kindly asked him to lower his voice to not disturb other passengers. At first, McDonald complied, but a few minutes later, the crew heard him yelling loudly again.
I don't want to lower my voice.
The flight crew tried to calm McDonald down. He became verbally and physically aggressive and threatened to mess up the plane.
Michael.
So they report this to the flight deck. They call the cockpit. Now, we got a problem here. We got an unruly passenger. So then the decision was made to land in Bangor, Maine, in Bangor International Airport. And that was a diversion. So the total cost, apparently, $20,638. That's what it cost United to divert. And he's been ordered to pay that money. Yeah. McDonald has been held in custody since his arrest.
Wow.
And pleaded guilty on March 22nd. They've had this guy in custody for over a month.
I've never heard of. I mean, we do a lot of stories about plane stuff happening, and I've never heard of such a sentence.
Yeah. And then the U.S. District Court of Maine remanded McDonald to the custody of the U.S. Marshals to deport him back to England, and he's been ordered to pay $20,638 in restitution fees to United Airlines. So the moral of the story, folks, is think twice before you cause a disturbance on an airliner, which could result in a diversion, an unscheduled landing, and you incurring costs like $20,000.
That's bollocks.
Yeah, you could have rented a private jet for $20,000.
Yeah. Hey, Froggy, I've got a fishing story for you.
I love fishing stories.
Fishing trip turns deadly when man pulls gun and shoots fishing pal.
Okay. That's, what was he on, the Stugatz too?
Oh, this is, right here in Florida, this is a panhandle story. An argument erupted among these fishermen friends in the Florida Panhandle. One guy pulled out a gun and shot his fellow fisherman.
Oh, my God. It's like when Syl and Paulie killed Big Pussy.
Yeah, right off the boat.
Right on the boat. Same deal.
And then wasn't Tony having dreams that Big Pussy was
a rat now?
No. I thought, wasn't he like a talking fish or something?
Yeah, he was walking down the boardwalk and saw a thing of fish.
Yeah.
And Big Pussy's talking to him.
Exactly.
As a fish.
This happened Saturday, April 27th. At Diamond Head Fish Camp in Vernon, Florida, which is about 100 miles northwest of Tallahassee. Woman calls 911, reports that her husband was involved in an altercation with another man. Investigators were informed that all three men had been on a lake fishing, consuming alcohol most of the day.
Don't do that.
Once back at the dock, one party became aggressive and threatened to kill one of the individuals. The altercation became physical, and a firearm was produced, and one of the fisherman pals was shot and killed. What the hell?
Wow.
That's a bad day of fishing.
What were they arguing over? Anyway, Froggy, I know you like fishing stories. So
what's the saying? A bad day of fishing is better than a good day of work?
Hey,
Not there, it isn't. Yeah.
Can I talk about some of the protests that are going on? This is just... this, we had the USF protests, as you know, and those were sort of quickly broken up. But let me tell you what I feel really bad about. Let me tell you why I'm putting this in Morons in the News. So the protesters, Columbia got just absolutely out of hand. You had individuals that went into the Hamilton building and they're smashing windows and doors and, just destroying the place. There's no room for that. But, Columbia let it get out of hand. But what I wanted to bring up is USC. Yeah. So out in Southern California, University of Southern California, USC, Trojans, they've canceled their graduation.
Can you imagine if you're a family and you purchase tickets to fly out there?
Listen, it's that obviously is bad, but here, this is 2024. 4 years later from 2020. Do you see what's going on here?
Yeah.
You had college seniors that had their graduation, their commencement canceled because of COVID in 2020.
That's right.
Yes. So here you got the class of 2020 in high school. Now they're graduating college 4 years later, and they have their college commencement canceled as well. So it's a double whammy slammy.
Right.
Because of the protesters out there.
That's ridiculous.
So USC has canceled their graduation, their main commencement. So you have high school seniors in 2020. They lost their graduation because of COVID. And then 4 years later, they got protests. With the pro-Palestinian protesters, and now it's canceled. What? Chloe was class of 2020. She was at Marymount of Manhattan, and her 2020 graduation was totally canceled. They did hold a makeup a year later, which we did go up. So 1 year later, they had a special graduation for the class of 2020. But still, not really the same.
Yeah, not the same.
What's the big deal? It's just a stupid ceremony.
Oh, Froggy, cut the crap.
Really?
It's not a stupid ceremony.
All right, it's a dumb one.
So that just kind of sucks. 6:49 rather. Rolling up on 6:50 here on the MJ Morning Show. You know what? I have so many great morons today. I am going to double down. Ooh. So I've got additional morons in just a matter of moments here on the MJ Morning Show. So I'm going to roll into Morons Part 2 next. I got a couple of quizzes for the crew as well, so hang on. Hey, roofing time. If your roof... MJ Morning Show on Q105. MJ and the crew. If you were listening earlier, I don't know, 45, 50 minutes ago, you heard the breaking news here on the MJ Morning Show that Cody's Roadhouse was ablaze on West Hillsborough in Tampa, near West Chase. Unbelievably, Roxanne and Fester were talking about doing a family kids dinner on a Tuesday because kids eat free at Cody's Roadhouse, right, on Tuesdays?
That's correct.
Well,
Fester's so cheap.
Yeah, really. Cody's burned to the ground, essentially. The word is Pat George just rolled in, and he's listening to, some of the fire department communications. Word on the ground is that the Cody's original Roadhouse on Hillsborough in Tampa is a total loss.
Oh.
Yeah, fire broke out around 5 a.m., a little after 5 this morning, and the place is just a charred mess, and we're hearing now total loss. And again, I feel bad for the employees who rely on, Cody's for their job, for paying the rent, the car payment, whatever. So hopefully Cody's is going to offer some relief to the staff, or move them to different locations if at all possible. But Cody's original Roadhouse at 11202 West Hillsborough in Tampa was fully engulfed a little after 5 o'clock and destroyed. A total mess. I mean, like tons of fire units on scene. They knocked the fire down, but not looking good. So hopefully they will rebuild, but that's going to be months.
Hopefully,
months and months.
Everybody's okay, though. That's what matters.
Yeah.
We can rebuild.
Yeah. Is Fester sleeping again?
You want me to go wake him up?
No, just leave him alone.
Really?
It's
his job.
Can I take a nap tomorrow?
No,
when
just
I feel like it.
Let him sleep.
Let him lie.
Yeah. Hey, MJ15. I'm going to fill you in. We've been back for 3 minutes. What?
Were you having a good dream?
No, I wasn't sleeping.
Yeah, what were you doing?
I got caught in this rabbit hole of videos on my phone of this private investigator.
All right, whatever.
Did you know?
I don't watch.
Do you ever get those texts that say to cancel, reply stop? It's like an ad or an advertisement.
No.
And it says to opt out.
I feel you're dragging me down a rabbit hole right now.
Okay. Well, anyway, never mind then. But don't reply back to him because it could be a private investigator looking for your location.
I went down a rabbit hole the other
Hold
night.
on. What are you saying?
I don't know what he's saying.
Have you ever gotten?
You sure you weren't just asleep?
If I get texts that are trying to solicit, or if I'm getting a text from a number that I don't know and they're asking weird questions, or I ignore and then I block.
Okay, right.
Why are you engaging in random texts that are coming in oddly?
Because you get these solicitation texts that says
you ignore them.
To opt out, press stop.
Don't do anything.
That's what the private investigator said. Are you a private investigator?
He's so good at swerving you and distracting
What are you rambling about? What private investigator?
Oh, no, I went down a rabbit hole of a female private investigator in California who said this tip. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have replied stop back to solicitation texts before. And I'm like, it could be a private investigator.
You're babbling.
This is it.
You
asked me what I'm doing.
Could be a private investigator doing what?
Trying to ping your location to find you.
What are you talking about?
Who wants to find? You're here every morning from 6 to 10. We know where to find you.
Just general knowledge. Listen.
That reminds me. I need to take you off my locations. He's still on my location.
Really?
That's on you.
I know.
Let me see. Hold
so
on.
Fester can see where you are.
Yeah.
Oh, that's creepy.
Oh, that is weird.
Listen.
That is absolutely get him off of that.
I went down a rabbit hole the other night of rabbit holes. Just how they work. How deep they
underground.
go.
All right,
Yeah.
let me continue
Go
here,
ahead,
please.
I'm sorry. My apologies.
Let me continue with some additional morons here. I don't know what is going on with teachers. Why? I just want to know why haven't teachers learned? I'm looking at another story here.
This is the attractive one, right?
Yeah, I mean another one. I don't know. Understand. teacher accused of sexting and buying booze for students and having sex with at least one of them. This is Slidell, Louisiana. Haven't there been enough stories of teachers that have gotten in trouble? Isn't that kind of a red flag, a warning sign? You know, what? Oh, I'm not going to get caught. A Louisiana teacher has been busted for sending nude photos to multiple students.
Multiple?
Just put them all out there, see whoever bites.
Also, booze them up in bars.
She's bringing kids to bars?
Would meet students at bars and would buy alcohol for them and then had sex with at least one of the students.
What the? Oh my gosh.
Alexa Wingirter, 35, first fell under the investigation back in March because there were some complaints floating around that she was having inappropriate relationships with her male students at Slidell High School.
On the sly.
It's not Rydell.
Rydell's what I was thinking.
It's not from Greece. It's not Rydell.
Ugh.
It's Slidell
Did you
High
see
School.
the teachers from Greece?
Yeah. Yeah. Especially the lady that banged the chimes. Dum, dum, dum. So this is Slidell, Louisiana. I mean, Slidell's a decent community, right?
It's a suburb of New Orleans.
Yeah.
Froggy, Slidell over here to Fester's computer and take a look at her face.
I think that's where one of the famous, well-known scuba diving boats is built, I think, in Slidell, Louisiana.
I mean, she's kind of attractive.
Yeah, she is. She is.
You can't judge somebody by their mugshot.
She can go to any bar and pick up any real of-age dude.
Absolutely. Hands down.
Yeah, that's a good
100%
good
right.
assessment.
So why are you messing with male students? So police conducted multiple interviews, executed several search warrants into the allegations, included complaints that she was sending inappropriate photographs and messages and texts and on social media. They found sufficient evidence to support that Wingirter was involved in an inappropriate and sexual relationship with at least one 18-year-old male student. And again, you can't say, oh, they're 18. It's legal. In most states, a teacher can't mess with an 18-year-old student because it falls under the you're in a position of authority, and there are laws against that.
Isn't that in every state?
Typically, she could go to, I don't know, Target. She could go to GameStop and find some 18-year-old, and that's fine. 18, legal age. But if it's a student, that's a whole different deal here.
Well, welcome to GameStop, ma'am. I mean, is there something I can help you find?
Yes, an 18-year-old.
Yes. Well, I'm 18. Do you mind a mouth bracket?
She was arrested on suspicion of prohibited sexual conduct between an educator and a student. So Louisiana clearly has that law on the books, as well as unlawful purchase of alcoholic beverages on behalf of a person under 21. Anyway, again, the point is, here's another one.
It's crazy.
And when are these teachers going to learn that you're probably not going to get away with this? Because the 18-year-old talks and tells the friends, oh, man. And then before you know it, it's the gossip. And then, boom, you're arrested. You're cuffed and stuffed. You're wearing an orange jumpsuit to your first court appearance. I mean, just cut the crap.
The 18-year-old does more than talk. They text. So there's an electronic trail of what they're saying that they did with their teacher to their friends.
I got a question. Does the 18-year-old kid get in trouble?
No, the 18-year-old does
he doesn't get expelled from school for doing a teacher?
No.
He becomes prom king.
He's a
I guess so.
So, MJ, if we talk about this story with some degree of frequency with a different teacher doing something with a student,
and we've had a bunch of these here in Florida,
what is the percentage that never get caught?
Yeah, we brought this up in the past.
I mean, if you're a teacher and you're playing the odds, and there's like, well, 20% chance I go to jail, and 80% chance I get away scot-free.
Listen, most teachers don't do this. So most teachers are not involved in this kind of illicit, slimy behavior. It doesn't happen with most teachers. But of the ones that do, why are you doing this when you know that there have been many high-profile stories? And then, listen, I think it's fair. What percentage never get discovered? I'm sure there's a reasonable percentage.
Dude, my teachers were gross.
All right, well, Froggy, Froggy, come on.
I'm just saying, the teachers are different now, I guess. I don't know.
All right, and then I just want to bring something up that, teacher related. Maybe I should do this totally separately and not combine them, but I saw this week that teachers in Florida have the second lowest salary in America, according to the National Education Association. That sucks.
Yeah, it really does.
What,
You
like
know,
behind Mississippi or something?
Well,
West Virginia?
West Virginia.
Yeah.
No, you're right. West Virginia. So West Virginia has the lowest paid teacher salary in the nation, and Florida is number 2. That's awful. Can we correct this, please? Our teachers, our educators that have a major effect on our kids,
Yes.
deserve to be paid more in Florida. So I stand with the teachers.
Let's have an income tax. We can pay the teachers with. Oh, wait, hold on.
Fester, I'm going to clobber you over the head.
Okay, suddenly we're not that passionate about it.
No. I think that we can find the money elsewhere.
Yeah, who needs
Look
paved
at
roads?
Fester trying you.
Yeah.
Who needs paved
What, are you
roads?
trying to reel me in? What are you trying to do? Give me a break. All right. Here's a lovely Florida story. Woman threw a machete at a neighbor who complained that she was making too much noise.
Throwing a machete
Yeah.
is an art.
It's too big. You can't. You want to throw a little knife.
Guys, would you please
No.
stop offering tips on throwing sharp objects at people?
The thing about the machete is it's so long, but the weight is all in the handle, and it's really all in the wrist.
I would have gone with the axe.
Yeah, this is down in Fort Myers. Jamie Dos Santos was trying to sleep on Monday night earlier this week. Neighbors were outside partying. This is down in South Fort Myers, a little south of the Bay Area here. Dos Santos said he went out and asked the neighbor, identified as 44-year-old Ruby Mancha, to lower the volume because it was midnight. And then Ruby, or the girl over here, decided that she didn't like that and said, put some earplugs in and go back in the house. Some bottles were thrown at the individual, Jamie Dos Santos. So they're throwing beer bottles at him.
All right, that's better than the big knife.
Well, hang on a minute. And then after approaching Mancha, Dos Santos said she grabbed the machete and swung it towards his face and said it would have struck him if he had not ducked out like some kind of a ninja.
Damn.
Or like the Keanu Reeves in The Matrix.
Just leaning back and watching the blade go over his head.
He would have had his face sliced off. He said it was like he was a banana tree. And the harvesters that are using the machetes to slice off the bananas, like in Ecuador or something, or in Costa Rica.
There's no way he would have got hit with it. There's no way.
Oh man! Anyway, man, people are freaking nuts. What is going on? All right, I'm going to fill you in on MJ15. I had an offer fall into my lap yesterday, and I said, yeah, absolutely. MJ15.
What is that, a 15K?
Hang on. What is MJ15? I'm going to tell you next here on the MJ Morning Show. So, you see the fried chicken attack we had here in the Tampa Bay area? Got a fried chicken. We got a lot of stuff. We start an hour and 20 minutes of non-stop MJ next. You don't want to miss a moment of what's about to happen here in moments on the MJ Morning Show. So please stand by. 6:27 here on a Thursday morning. Happy Thursday, everybody. If you didn't hear the breaking news, Cody's Roadhouse, man, just an absolute. This is Cody's original Roadhouse. This is. Can I assist you with something? What do you guys? You guys are rambling and chatting.
My mic's not even on.
I can hear you. You guys are walking in like in full conversation.
No, we're talking about fishing lures, and
God,
Froggy was giving me some pointers. I told him I was going to take my son out fishing soon.
Yeah,
and he's like, "Oh, you need to get this and that."
The only thing I want you to work on is I want you to go to Sam's. You're a member at Sam's, right?
I am a Sam's member. Yes.
Right. I was at Costco yesterday. Man, it was really cool. I'm at Costco yesterday about 12 noon. I had to make a trip. We needed toilet paper and paper towels, and I re-upped my Costco membership yesterday because I don't. If I don't go for a while, I let it lapse, and then I don't re-up the membership until I need to go. So I re-upped. I was out there. I had like 6 or 8 people come up to me in Costco yesterday. MJ, hey, love the show, thank you. And of course, I spent time with each and every one of them because I appreciate their listenership here on the MJ Morning Show. So.
When you say spent time, you go shopping with them up and down 2 aisles?
No,
Do you squeeze blueberries with them?
I talked to them. So I spoke to one guy for probably 5-8 minutes.
Huh.
Absolutely.
5 to 8 minutes.
Whoa.
What a weirdo.
Did you see?
What do you mean, what a weirdo? I'm talking to people in Costco.
I know. I just, I keep to myself.
And you know what? Then they start looking over my basket to see what I'm buying.
Yeah, right.
What?
Yeah.
Nosy basket peekers?
Yeah. I'm looking at them looking at my basket and they see the toilet paper. They're like,
Ooh, that's all.
MJ needs toilet paper. Yes, MJ needs toilet paper.
Single ply?
Yes.
Wow.
Struck me as a bidet man. So I got a text, MJ, about 11 a.m. from Marilyn, a listener of ours.
This is yesterday?
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Who said that she met you at Veterans Ford.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I took Chloe's boyfriend, Chet, to Veterans Ford yesterday, right after the morning show, because he's looking to buy his first car after college. So
wait, is that really his name?
Chet. Yes.
No, it's not.
It's his show name.
His name is Chester. But Chet's for short.
It's not even Chester. I just like the name Chet.
Yeah, that's a great name.
I don't want to use his real name anyway. So right after Veterans Ford, I went to Costco. It was just time efficient because Costco's right up the road off of Line Ball. Went in that little back entrance there. But getting back to what I was mentioning. Cody's original Roadhouse. Now, don't confuse Cody's original Roadhouse with Cody's imposter Roadhouse.
Yeah.
All right? Yeah, don't confuse the two.
No, only the original.
Yeah, this is the OG.
Yeah, the Cody's ripoff Roadhouse. Nope, that's they just stole the whole concept. No, this is Cody's original Roadhouse, like burned to the ground. They say total loss. And this is the one at 11202 West Hillsborough Avenue. Near West Chase, where Fester and Roxanne were talking about bringing the kids soon for the Kids Eat Free Tuesdays.
Well, it's gonna have the whole kid crew.
Yep.
Can't have a party without Max and Luke.
Yeah. All right, MJ15. This fell into my lap yesterday. I said, you know what? Yes, I will be happy to do it to help our listeners out. And you know me, I get passionate about certain things. All right, Fester, name... Everyone, actually. Let me open this up.
You mean obsessive?
Hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on. Roxanne, Fester, Froggy. Yes, fine. Why don't you guys start listing, go around the horn, list things that I am passionate about or obsessive about, things that you picked up over the years working with me.
Bronze die cut pasta.
That is correct.
Pizza.
Hang on a minute. Let me respond. So, yes, bronze die cut pasta. Folks, if you're buying...
we don't need a breakdown of each one of these,
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Yeah, for real.
I thought it was a quick guessing game, and we're going to talk about MJ15.
If you're not buying bronze die-cut pasta and you're eating pasta, you're just wasting your time. I mean, buy some Rumo, Rusticella de Abruzzo.
I don't want to participate.
Rayo's actually is a bronze die-cut. All right, so who said pizza?
Me.
Yes, pizza. Pizza is an absolute passion of mine.
Okay.
In fact, you're not going to believe this.
Oh, please tell me.
So listen.
Yeah.
Listen to this. So on Tuesday night, we went out to Safety Harbor. Friends wanted to try the Nona Slice House, and they had not been. So we meet friends at Nona Slice House. It's a rare Tuesday night out for me. So Michelle and myself and Chloe meet our friends, And, Jamie, the owner of the Nona Slice House, by the way, Nona is it's like the names of his two kids, and just two different names put together for Nona. And we get to talking, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going up to New York. I'm going to hit some places, in weekend in May, a couple of weeks away here in May. I'm going up to help Julian get situated for his summer classes. Julian comes home Monday. Okay. So Julian will be home the end of the first year. So Julian has done very well. First year for film school, NYU. He's back, I think, Monday, and then he's home for a couple of weeks, and then he's got to go back up because he's doing summer classes, so he can get a whole bunch of credits. So I'm bringing Julian back up to New York, and I was just mentioning this to Jamie, the owner of the Nona Slice House in Safety Harbor, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go on another pizza tour, and he's like, yeah, maybe I'll go with you, and I'm like, okay. So Jamie, the owner of the Nona Slice House, is going to join me and Julian. He's going to bring he's going to bring his kids.
You've picked up a hitchhiker on your pizza trip?
So, yeah. And
it's like picking up a guy with his thumb out the side of the interstate. So you're going to New York for pizza? So am I.
Jamie is the owner of the Nona Slice House is going to meet me up in New York, and we're going to do like and he's been to most of the great spots, but I've got a big, huge list. Okay. So, So, like, weekend of, May 17th, I'm going to be running around New York with Julian and Jamie from Nona Slice House, hitting a bunch of my favorite pizza places.
That's just not that weird. It's a restaurateur thing.
My bigger problem is MJ's going around asking us what he's passionate about, and then there's a 3-minute dissertation after each one of them.
Okay.
I recuse myself from this segment.
I will not embark on...
You like scuba diving. You like old radios. You're really into cars. You're into all things aviation. You're into a lot of stuff. Okay.
Wait, I'm sorry. We have to stop.
Yes.
Can we go back a moment?
Okay.
To where you said, Julian, you're going to help him. Does that mean you're taking a day off? I need to know.
No, I'm not taking a day off. Right. I'm flying out. I'm flying out on a Friday. I think it's May 17th. I'm flying out after the
Friday.
No, I'm not taking the Friday. I'm leaving after the morning show.
All right. So
unlike you guys, I don't look for days to take off.
We only look for days off.
I realize that.
People are like, "Why don't you host a show when MJ's gone?" So no, just give me the check.
I'm passionate about a lot of things.
Okay, fine. We got that. Where's this going?
So MJ 15.
Right.
Remember last September, I gave away the Zojirushi rice makers because I am passionate about Japanese sticky rice.
Oh yes. And the rice industry has not been the same since.
Dude,
they've built a shrine to you over in Southeast Asia.
Let me tell you right now. We gave away those 5 Zojirushi rice cookers. These are made in Japan. I mean, these are really nice machines. And I'm going to tell you right now that you have not had great rice. And I buy the Japanese sticky rice, the Koshi Hikari. And
here we go.
And it's just it's a passion of mine.
Rice is a passion. You're so weird.
I'm telling you. You call me weird?
It's weird. Fishing's my passion. Yours is rice.
Let me tell you right now. We gave away these 5 Zojirushi rice cookers. They were like $250 rice cooker machines.
They were very nice rice
Very
cookers.
nice. Do you know that every single one of those machines was picked up in record time? We give away like $1,000 and people are not here as fast as they were to get these rice makers.
We have to call them because their check's about to expire. You got to pick your money up.
So if you remember, last September was National Rice Month, and Zojirushi gave me 5 rice cookers to give away.
Okay.
And do you remember I had a jingle and everything?
Oh, we remember.
Yeah. Rice, baby.
Yeah. Remember this? Here.
Yo, MJ, let's kick it. Rice, baby.
Remember this?
All right, stop. Collaborate and listen. MJ got something new for the kitchen. Cook it, either brown or whitely. Flow with the rice both daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn on the switch, watch it go. If there was a problem with your sushi, kick out the rice with your new Zojirushi. Rice.
By the way, the management in Japan loved that jingle.
Yeah.
They went crazy. All right, so
to be completely appropriate, we found the whitest rapper to do the rice jingle. Okay,
right, so Zojirushi America, they come to me earlier this week and they said, "Hey, for Mother's Day and the whole month of May, will give you an MJ15 discount for your listeners. And so they're offering for MJ Morning Show listeners, buy mom a rice cooker for Mother's Day.
Oh my God!
Listen,
oh my God!
Seriously, if you go to the Zojirushi website,
are we becoming the coupon code
no,
morning show?
Listen, it came out of nowhere. I'm like, okay, I'll do it. So they're allowing MJ Morning Show listeners to get 15% off if you go to during the whole month of May.
Wait, we're still for the rice?
Yeah, if you go to
cooker, rice cooker.
If you go to Zojirushi, Zojirushi, go to zojirushi.com and you pick the rice maker you want, and then at checkout enter the code MJ15. They'll give you 15% off. I'm like, listen, I'm passionate. Dude, I shoot videos on my Instagram of me making my rice, all right?
Last thing I want to do is poke the cage about your Instagram.
I'm telling you, I've gotten email from people saying this rice machine is like the best appliance they've ever gotten in their life.
Thank you.
What, Andrew? Oh, Craig? Craig's on 4? All right, hang on a minute.
Who's Craig?
Yeah, Craig, my buddy from Pit Crew Tire in Ozona.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah. Hey, Craig, MJ here. What's up?
Good morning.
Yes.
Don't feel like you're alone, MJ, because my boy and his friends that all hang out here, you've seen the crowd.
Yep.
Every time I bring a meal out, they're like, oh, you got sushi rice. Oh, you got rice in your bowl. People don't understand. Homebound for 5 years. I couldn't stand a long time. I couldn't cook. I'm an old fireman that loves to cook. That changed my eating habits down to 206.
Look at this.
Wow.
Yeah, my buddy Craig bought one of these Zojirushi rice cookers, and he's like the greatest appliance you've ever had, correct?
Yes, it is the only new appliance I've ever bought that I still have.
Throws most of them out in the street.
I mean, was he yard little with dishwashers?
They do something. Here's the beauty of it. I made sushi yesterday.
Yeah.
And I still have rice left over for today for a bowl of poke tuna because it stays fresh in the cooker.
Yeah.
And if you wouldn't have told me this, I wouldn't have realized it. I kept it for 71 hours in the cooker one day, and it was just as good when I cooked it an hour later.
Yeah, because it keeps it warm for days. Anyway, hey, Craig, I got to run, but thank you.
Go.
Thank you for calling. It changed your life, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Look at this.
What's this, an infomercial?
I don't know.
This is.
Wait,
there's more.
But listen, I'm just telling you that they said, "Hey, do you want to offer a discount?" I'm like, "Yes, I love this appliance so much. This is one of my favorite things." Listen, it's like Oprah's favorite things. Why am I any different than Oprah's favorite things?
Oh, I can think of 1,000 reasons why you're different than Oprah.
Oh, and speaking of Oprah, did you hear comedian Monique go off on Oprah? Oh my! Have you heard this audio? Oh my God! So Monique, the comedian, went off on Oprah. I'll get to that coming up in just a bit. But all kidding aside, folks, Zojirushi, they've got like 20 different models. They'll give you 15% off for the whole month of May. Zojirushi.com, and then use the promo code MJ15. And boom.
MJ Popeel.
Yeah, I'm telling you, hey, I'm going to have a rotisserie chicken maker very soon. Absolutely.
You should do their infomercials. You're a very good salesman.
So, listen, I don't have any stock in the company or anything.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. All right. So I have a warning, ladies and gentlemen. I have a warning about a rash of sextortions that are happening on dating websites, dating apps, and apparently Ashley Madison is getting hit especially hard. Wow.
How is that thing still around?
Listen to this. I have a whole list of apparently, and thanks to the Gizmodo website, which I love Gizmodo. You know, it's a tech website, and I check that like every day to see if there's something cool. Listen to this headline. This will ruin my life and career. Cheating site Ashley Madison is overflowing with sextortions. Ashley Madison promotes itself as a dating site that helps people cheat on their partners, but newly released consumer complaints filed with the FTC, obtained exclusively by Gizmodo, should probably give any potential cheater pause. The site is lousy with extortion attempts, to put it mildly. Gizmodo, the website, they filed a Freedom of Information Act request of all complaints lodged with the Federal Trade Commission over the last 5 years, 282 in total. And, I mean, some of these details are insane. So the FTC released about 200 complaints, most involving extortionists who trick users into giving them naked photos or having a video chat. The extortionists then turn around, demand money, telling the victims that if they refuse, they'll be exposed to friends, family, and employers. Ooh. Listen to this, quote, "She took a screenshot recording of my face and genitals, and they started demanding I pay her or she would upload the video and ruin my life." That's one of the typical complaints from a user. That user was in Texas. You know, you've also had these sextortion deals with, remember, this is run around like some high schools around the country.
Yeah, it was happening to young kids.
Exactly. And you've had like high school kids or middle, they'd send pictures and then they'd be extorted. And I think there have been, unfortunately, some suicides.
Yeah. I remember reading about that. I think it was some boys.
Yeah. So, these stories are crazy. Most of the sextortionists appear to be asking for roughly $1,000 or $2,000 at first, but that can escalate even after the initial payment is made. That's like when someone's got something on you and they can blackmail you.
They come back again and again.
Over and over and over again until you shoot them. You know, I'm sorry.
That's the way.
There's only one way out.
But, I mean, I have, from Gizmodo, they published a whole list of what some of these extortionists demanded. Listen to this one. The entire call was recorded on Skype. I matched with this person on Ashley Madison and asked to video chat. It was a naked girl on the webcam asking me to just watch and join in. The entire call was recorded on the Skype, and they threatened to leak the video to my friends, family, employers if I didn't pay $2,000 in 3 installments varying from $900 increments. I did not send money and deleted all accounts and everything linked to the email address that could have been used to backtrack my personal information. Here's another one. I've already given her $5,000 in eBay gift cards.
Oh, my gosh.
I met this woman on the dating site Ashley Madison. We exchanged a few chats on that site, then moved to texting, emailing. She requested that explicit videos and photos be sent to her, and I complied. Now she's threatening to expose those. I've already given her $5,000 in eBay gift cards, and she wants another $5,000 on Saturday. I'm freaking out.
Oh, my gosh.
You know what these extortion people, these victims should do is when they get someone that says that to them, they should just say, whatever, go ahead and do it. I'm just going to say it's Photoshop. I'm going to say it's AI.
Listen to this one.
Oh, God.
Is that a good defense?
Listen,
I don't know, Rox. How do you feel about that?
Listen to this one.
It's AI.
We met on dating site Ashley Madison, claiming to be 26, and started texting. Pretty soon, she wanted to move to Skype and give me a show. She took a screen recording of my face and genitals, and they started demanding I pay her or she would upload the video and ruin my life. Several times mentioning people on my Facebook friends list. If I didn't pay her, I told her this was extortion and that was a felony. And they don't care because a lot of these are foreign.
Yeah, offshore.
A lot of them are offshore. You've got no recourse here. So I told her this was extortion and that was a felony and threatened to report it to police and left it at that. Then she started claiming to be 16.
Oh, boy.
After claiming that she was 26. And saying all this about how I can get in trouble for child porn, still threatening with video. There's no way she's 16 unless she had some serious body modification.
Okay, all right.
She's still being belligerent, threatening me on Skype. Here's another one. I first met this individual on Ashley Madison website. I took some photos exposing myself. Not a good thing to do. I did exactly what was required of me. Now they want $500 more. I don't have. Please help me. This will ruin my life and career.
People really just shouldn't pull their pants down online.
MJ, you know this? Have you ever seen the movie Punch Drunk Love with Adam Sandler?
Oh, and Drew Barrymore?
No, that was 50 First Dates.
Well, okay.
That movie's about a situation like this happens to Adam Sandler, but it was a sex line.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's crazy, and he loses his mind. And there's like a guy. It's like a whole It's like a whole business.
Is it a comedy or like a dark comedy?
It's a very dark movie. Punch Drunk Love.
Yeah, I've heard of the movie. I don't think I've seen that one.
It's like this exact thing. It's crazy, and there's like this really bad criminal behind the whole thing.
The movie from 2002?
Yeah, it's old.
Okay.
Oh, it's ahead of its time.
Wow.
It
Well, it
sounds
was
like.
a sex line back then.
You want some more of these?
Please.
Yeah, let's hear more about how people are being exploited. We get the idea that people are being exploited online. Listen, don't participate in these videos. I mean, listen.
How about the one me and you made, though?
Yeah, but I told you it was only for your eyes only.
For your collection.
FYEO.
What was that, Andrew? Some guy called up. What'd they say? Put your mic on.
Yeah.
Put your microphone
Talk,
on.
Andrew.
Andrew, what just happened?
You had a young caller who was trying to ask what model rice cooker you have.
In the middle of sextortion talk, and they hung up. All right, well, I'll tell you, call back. Young caller, call back. If you want to know about my rice cooker, 800-990-1047. Yeah, call us right back. I mean, I have 20 of the, maybe more. I'm sorry, 30. I've got like 30 or 40 of these things that Gizmodo compiled with these complaints to the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, about people getting extorted. They threatened to spread video around the internet saying that I'm harassing underage girls. Here's another one. She showed me her female parts, then tried to extort me. They reached out to me again and sent me a screenshot of the explicit video being sent directly to my mother and cousin via Facebook Messenger.
What's this video?
Look at little Tommy.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Here's another one. Met on Ashley Madison and asked me to chat outside the dating app. We started using Signal and the Signal. And the scammer sent me nude pictures. I sent 2 nude pictures of mine back, and the scammer started to threaten me to share with my employer and family and friends if I don't pay $2,000. Because what happens is you give these people enough information, or they can find you online, find your profile, a LinkedIn, for instance.
Yeah, or your Instagram page.
Whatever, and before you know it, or Facebook, and they're targeting your Facebook friends, and they're threatening you. Holy crap. Send me $5,000 and I will not spread. Deal or no deal. No turning back. I will spread this. This is going to ruin everything. I mean, all caps threats that come from these people.
Deal or no deal?
Yeah, really.
Howie, I'll take box number 26.
Here's another one. Was on the Ashley Madison website when someone reached out to me and wanted to talk via the Signal app. When I did, we exchanged nudes, and the person then threatened to post them all over Facebook and other social media unless I paid $1,500. So, I mean, there's a ton of this stuff going on. I've got another like 25 of these different I'm sure there's even better ones in here. Just a warning, folks. Don't fall into a trap with these dating apps. Don't send nude photos. I don't care how horned up you are. Don't. What are you laughing at, Roxanne?
Oh, just Pastor and I are just giggling.
Yeah. How about you focus on the show? What are you giggling about?
Roxanne wrote me a note, and she said that at this stage of her life, she'd be proud to have an old sex tape leak.
Did you really?
Yes.
Hold on. Wait a minute. You just sent Fester that note?
Yeah.
We have dark humor over here.
Here's the note right here.
What are y'all talking about?
Here's the note right here.
He said it the right way.
Yeah, it's a.
Just hand it to me. Let me see this. Just hand it to me.
This is weird.
Just hand. Oh wait, are you ripping off other stuff?
Well, I can't tell you my top secret reply.
Oh my God. Yeah, Roxanne writes, "I'm so old. I'd be proud to have an old sex tape leaked, like I was hot then, right? Ha ha." So I'm holding this up to MJ TV right now.
This is what you guys do?
Yeah,
This is what we do.
I love when
This is what we
people
do.
pass me notes and then tell me when to laugh.
Roxanne.
MJ, do you not understand? Fester and I do a very extreme comedy show over here while you're doing the real show.
How about you focus your energies on the actual show itself?
How about I was riveted when you were talking about rice cookers and saving 15%?
That's what I wrote the note. You went back to rice cookers, and I was like, I've got a good off-air joke for Fester.
Listen,
and now you just made it part of the show.
This show does a little bit of everything. That's the beauty of the show. You never know what the hell's going to happen.
A little bit, like a grain of rice.
So hang on, Roxanne.
Yes.
Listen, the obvious question here is, did you ever shoot?
No.
Noah.
Video cameras.
Noah's Ark.
Back in that.
Noah.
When I was in my wild 20s, video cameras didn't exist. They weren't invented
yet.
yet.
Yes, they did. Get out of
cell
here.
phones
Yes,
were.
they did.
I'm not sure how you're trying to date yourself.
Yeah, they were out in the 1970s.
It's a joke, MJ.
See,
this is what we do over here.
I
We
know.
like rev each other up with really off-color things.
So you're saying you never did
No,
did a tape?
No.
Never?
Not that I remember.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah, good
No,
answer.
of course not.
And then let me morph into kind of a local story. This is I'm sure we have listeners in Wauchula. Wauchula is what? Is that Hardy?
That's Hardy County.
Yeah. So Wauchula. So speaking of dating, a Wauchula woman has been charged with attempted first-degree murder. She meets a guy online, and then there are gunshots. What? So this guy from Arcadia meets this woman from Wauchula.
Some Hardy County love right there.
Right. This is some Central Florida stuff, okay?
Yes, really.
All right. So the Arcadia dude meets the woman from Wauchula, Florida. They connected online. According to the Hardy County Sheriff's Office, the victim met Crystal Skiba, Skiba, at her home. And after being invited inside, well, things got a little rough, apparently. According to the sheriff's office, Skiba tried to seduce this guy, then demanded money, pulled out a gun. The victim, the guy, tried to flee. She blocks him. And then we've got gunfire.
Crystal Skiba.
Crystal Skiba. So as the victim is running away, the sheriff's office says that Skiba fired shots at his vehicle as he's trying to get away from this maniac. I'm looking at her mugshot from the Hardy County Sheriff's Office. She's not unattractive. She's not terrible.
She's not attractive, but she's not unattractive. She's right there. She's third runner-up in the Miss Wauchula contest. I mean, she's right there.
So detectives with the Hardy County Sheriff's Office, they found a gun that was used to fire the shots at the guy's car. They also found illegal drugs inside her home. She looks like she might be, a little bit of a meth look in that mugshot. I don't know.
Hold on, 30 seconds ago. She's not that bad looking. I was like, it might be a little meth in that.
And her first name is Crystal.
Yeah.
So.
I like my women like I like my meth. Crystal.
So according to the Hardy County Sheriff's Office, 2 children were also in the home.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
so she lures the guy to her home after meeting online and then tries to, extort this guy? Demanded money and then starts shooting at the guy's car as he's trying to flee her house or trailer or whatever it was. So she's been charged with attempted first-degree murder, shooting into an occupied vehicle, and possession of a controlled substance. I'm guessing it was probably crystal meth is what I'm thinking.
Me too. That's what I'm
But,
thinking.
I mean, you got to be careful, man. Online is... Should we go back to phones and ask our listeners for just bizarre online dating stories?
And some rice cooker stories. We can slide those in, too.
Andrew's telling me there's another rice question.
Oh,
yeah, hang on,
goodness
man.
sake.
Hi,
Oh, no.
MJ Morning Show. Hello.
Yeah, hello. My name is Chico Cruz. I was just curious on the rice cooker. Are you specifically talking about the Neuro, Neuro, or the Mycom? There's different kinds here.
Yeah, no, Zojirushi has like a bunch of different models. I have a really expensive one. I've got the Pressure Plus induction heat. I've got the NP. I've got the NPN. I have the NP NWC 10, and that's
Can
an
you repeat that again? NP what?
I have the NP NWC 10. Is what I have.
10.
Yeah,
Okay.
but the MyCom and the Neuro Fuzzy, those are great machines, man. I had a Neuro Fuzzy. I gave that to my dad. That was a good machine as well. So you don't need to spend as much if you don't want to.
Right, yeah.
All right.
Well, I appreciate it because I'm the type of guy that I burn chicken soup. So I really need to order this right here. And on the 15% off, what do you use?
Yeah, it's MJ15. MJ. So if you go to the Zojirushi website and at checkout use MJ15. Okay.
Thank you, man. I appreciate
You
it. Man.
bet.
You have a good day.
You
got it, Chico.
Dude, I'm connecting with listeners here, man.
Chico, that was an email, dude.
The beauty of this show is you never know what the bleep is gonna happen.
No.
All right, I want to go to phones.
No, that's not the beauty of the show.
On the whole dating issue here, on the Ashley Madison sextortion deal, on this Crystal shooting this dude in Wauchula.
Poor.
I want to go to the dating lines. Let's hear if you've had any bizarre, insane encounters. I mean, listen, maybe were you a victim of sextortion? Or were you a victim of attempted sextortion? Or have you connected with somebody and then you meet up and just awful, terrible, bizarre things happen? Listen, I don't know if look at every line is ringing here. I don't know if you got shot at by Crystal in Wauchula, but do you have any story regarding online dating as I've just delivered two things? You know, the sextortion from Ashley Madison, and it's not just Ashley Madison. Trust me, there are tons of extortion type things going on. You might be meeting on doesn't Facebook have a dating?
Yeah,
Facebook?
there's a bunch of places where singles can meet.
All right, let's go. 800-990-1047. What dating stories do you have? Any attempts at extortion or any other bizarre issues? Listen, if you've been shot at, that'd be great. I don't mean it that way. That didn't come out right. But if you have any, share it. Share. If you want to stay anonymous, you can. You can use your first name if you want, or you can stay anonymous. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. If you have, we've done this before. We've gotten some great stories. If you have any dating issues that have cropped up and have been just bizarre, weird, maybe you didn't feel safe, maybe they stalked you afterward, maybe you weren't interested. So let me know. Let me know if you have any stories that you'd like to share with us. And listen, the sextortion stuff is so common right now. One of the issues there might be that people might be embarrassed to call in. But listen, stay anonymous if you want. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047.
Yeah, MJ, I'm sure people want to call in and reveal that someone was trying to extort them for things that they've done sexually.
So, hold on. What you trying to ruin the bit? You trying to
no.
You trying to dissuade callers from calling in? It
no,
sure as hell
saying,
sounds like.
It's a big ask. It's a big ask.
Listen, Andrew's screening calls now. Hold on.
Like anybody would call for this.
All right, let me do Cash Kitty here. It's 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock here on the MJ Morning Show.
Let's extort the Cash Kitty.
This hour's word is cash flow. Very fitting. The word should be extortion. I don't think we can change it. All right. This hour's word is cash flow. That's CASHFLOW, cash flow. Text the word cash flow nationwide to 45911 right now, before quarter after, for a shot at $1,000 cash. Or you can enter it on the Q105 app or at myQ105.com. So the word this hour for the 8 o'clock Cash Kitty for $1,000, text the word cash flow nationwide to 45911. Good luck. Another chance happens at 10 o'clock right after the show, and then noon, 3, and 5 o'clock today. All right, let me go to calls here. I got Anonymous in Tampa on the whole dating issue here and online shenanigans. Anonymous, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Welcome.
Hi. I met a guy in Ohio from a dial-a-date. Back then they didn't have, like, the computer dating where you could see their picture.
Yep.
And he actually took me on his car broke down, so I had to go pick him up on the way to meet, and he took me to the graveyard and started having a big conversation with his mom and asking me to talk with her, which should have been a red flag from the get-go.
What the, really?
Yes, he kept saying, well, say hi to my mom and introduce yourself, and she's under like a slab of cement. Yeah.
Oh, my God, it's like
after we
psycho.
Yeah, how'd the second date go?
Well, the second date was he found out where I lived, and he knew what schedule I worked. And
Oh, no, so there wasn't going to be a second date, but he forced the second date?
Well, he didn't force.
No, but he showed up unannounced?
No, we kept in touch. I thought maybe, he just is really missing his mom, so I'll just...
Listen, bottom line, if he's taking you to the cemetery to talk to mom underground, I would have run.
This is where my mom lives.
I was very young at the time. So after that, he came to my house, and we hung out a little bit, and he found out what my schedule was because I trusted him. And my girlfriend lived with me, and he broke into my house. He destroyed a lot of stuff. I think he stole some stuff. But the cops never told me or her that they thought it was him.
Oh, my God.
They told everybody that we hung out with. And in the very end, after my house got broke in, I was scared. They told her that they think it was him, but she never told me, and I moved in with him.
Wow, thank you for the call. Appreciate it. Charles in Brandon. Charles, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Morning, MJ.
Hey, what happened?
Well, it's not about what happened. It's what's continuing to happen.
Oh, boy. What's the story?
Well, I get at least 100 friend requests every day on TikTok or Facebook or even on my Instagram. And I'm not the best-looking guy on earth. I'm probably about a 7 at best. And
I think there are plenty of guys that would take a 7.
I mean, you're very humble, sir.
Yeah.
I'm not very good looking. I'm a 7.
I mean, when you say I'm not very good looking, I'm thinking you're going to roll out a 3 or a 4.
Probably.
You look like sloth.
Go ahead.
So anyway, on a daily basis, I probably get maybe 100 requests total between the 3 apps.
Really?
They send me pictures. They tell me how much they love me after the first day of talking. The next thing I know, I get a picture of an empty refrigerator. Can you send me $300 for groceries for me and my kids?
Oh, great.
The other one is they all want an Apple gift card.
They all want an Apple gift card?
Oh, yeah. They all want you to send them an Apple gift card.
Apples are delicious.
Here's the first secret to stop all that scamming.
Yep.
As soon as they ask for an Apple gift card or they ask you to send grocery money, block that person.
Yeah, shut them down, block them up good. Charles, thank you for sharing, buddy.
Not a problem. You guys have a good day.
Good luck with your 7 looks. All right.
He doesn't sound like a 7.
Sharon in Riverview. Sharon, MJ Morning Show, you're up. Hi.
Hi.
What happened with you, Sharon?
So 3 years ago in 2021, I let a friend talk me into Facebook dating. And
all right, you said your phone is awful, but you said Facebook dating, right?
Yes.
All right.
And so I met a guy, and we dated for a year. After falling in love with him, I let him move in.
Oof.
And he really started showing his true colors. To make a long story short, MJ, 2 months after moving in, he was dead in my bedroom. He took his own life.
Oh my God. Well, way to cheer up the show.
These are...
Wow.
That's actually one of the better endings we've heard of.
Wow.
Oh, come on.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, that's terrible, Sharon.
Gosh. The other guys
It
get hit
is.
up for
It was
money.
actually, that was 2 years ago, April 27th.
Wow.
I'm sorry, man.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Sharon.
that's terrible, Sharon. All right.
Sorry, Sharon.
Now, Sharon, do you still live in the same place?
No.
Oh,
No, I do not.
Yeah, you got to get the hell out of there, right?
I tried to stay because the last text he ever sent me was, I'm going to destroy your life and leave you the biggest mess.
Oh, my God. What the hell?
True story.
Sharon, you know
True story.
You know how to
And
pick 'em.
I thought, okay, this guy's going to bust some stuff up, but he's going to leave. Everything's going to be okay.
Oh, my
He
God.
stopped texting me, and I called the Pasco County Sheriff's Department.
Yeah.
I wanted to get them involved, and ultimately they are who found him. I was in the front yard,
Oh,
but they are who found him.
All right.
All right.
It's a happy story time. All right. Thanks,
ghoulish
Sharon.
turn.
Thank you. It did.
Silver lining.
All right. Tim is in Tampa. Tim, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Folks, if you're just tuning in, I went down this whole list of Ashley Madison. That's like the cheating dating site. And there's a whole list of complaints where people say that they were extorted. I mean, what do you expect? You know? So tons of extortions happen with online dating where, you get into conversation, you send nude pictures, and then they're like, hey, guess what? If you don't pay me, I'm going to start spreading these pictures all over the place, send them to your job, send them, to relatives. I got all your friends. I got all your contacts on LinkedIn. Going to send them everywhere. Pay me $5,000. Be careful. All right, Tim in Tampa. Go ahead, Tim.
How you doing, sir?
Hey.
Different kind of story. I was a bartender in Tampa. There was a girl that would frequent the bar. I won't say. I mean, this was 25 years ago, so I could probably say Yucatan Liquor Stand.
Oh, yeah, Yucatan Liquor Stand. Yeah.
Nice.
Where the old dollhouse was and all that stuff.
Yeah.
She would come in and friend herself with guys, and they would sleep together, and she would say, hey, I'm pregnant. I need $400 for an abortion. Or I'm going, and she usually would date men that were seeing somebody or married. So they didn't want that to get out, give her the $400. Well, she was doing this to probably 10, 15, 20 guys. She was never pregnant. She was just saying this.
Oh, yeah.
$400. And anyway, it's not kind of the scope of what you're going through, but it was still an extortion of some sort.
I know a girl.
But it was definitely kind of crazy. I almost got involved, and I said, oh, thank God.
Thank you, Tim. Appreciate it. What happened, Frog?
I had a friend that happened to when we were in college. She said that she was pregnant and asked him for like $1,000, and the next day she had a brand new car stereo. And he's like, "Ooh, that's really nice." I was like, "I think you got hoodwinked there, buddy."
Yeah, I think so. Let me grab one more and we'll move on. Jeff in Valrico. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Morning. Okay.
So Jeff, what's your story, Jeff?
I've had a woman tell me, "Hey, bring the kid a game gift card, and he can play his game while we have sex."
What?
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, a $20 Roblox card wouldn't be the worst investment at that point.
A $25 gift card, and he can play the game while we have sex in another room.
Yeah.
Where did you meet that winner?
Yeah.
No. Where did you meet? What?
More than one time.
Hold on. More than once?
Yeah, I've had the same request.
All right, so Jeff, where are you meeting these women?
I'm meeting them at Facebook.com, Facebook dating and stuff like that. It's crazy.
What game we talking? Fortnite?
Maybe, man.
Oh wow!
I don't know. I'm just like this.
Did you ever take them up on these offers or no?
Oh no. No,
smart man.
Oh man, that's terrible.
If anybody's super hot and hits you up on Facebook or IG, it's not real.
It's not.
Right.
I'm talking to MJ specifically.
Got to be careful. It's tough out there.
Hey, thank you, Jeff. Have a great day.
All right, go.
MJ, don't you say you get like people like it'll be like a really attractive girl and she'll be like, "Hey, baby," like out of nowhere. It's obviously a scam.
Yeah, like phishing bots or something.
Are you saying has it happened to me?
Yeah.
No, it hasn't happened to me.
You said that like hot girls reach out to you and it's like a scam.
I never said that.
What? A while ago, we were talking about getting contacted via social media by bot accounts.
Yeah, you talked about that.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm talking. On Insta. Yes. I'm getting hit up with obvious bot accounts.
That's what I just said.
Well, we didn't say Ashley Madison.
No, not real people. I'm getting these bot accounts, which are obviously at a but
it's a picture of a really good looking girl, and all of a sudden they're hitting you up.
But you can tell they're sent out en masse. They're sending out. You get these boiler room operations in Pakistan or in some former Eastern Bloc nation, and they're just sending out these. It was the money scam. And remember, I led one of the ones on that was trying to get me to was it Venmo? They wanted me to send them money.
Yeah, that's
what was it? They wanted
the cab fare.
Yeah,
that's right.
They wanted cab fare to come see me, and it was like $42 or something.
Yeah,
well, they were pretty close.
And do you remember what app they wanted me to send them? Like on
it wasn't
Cash.
Venmo.
I think it was Cash App or something.
Yeah.
They wanted me to, and I was like, it's clearly, a scamster, and I know the scamsters. When I see certain accounts follow me, and they've got like 0 followers, and they're following like 350, and it's like some, attractive woman in a lacy bra. I'm like, come on. I mean,
maybe she likes you.
Yeah, and then they'll like hit you up with a direct message. Hey, baby, what are you doing? I'm like, come on.
So real.
But what I'm saying is, Froggy, those are just, they don't know who I am. I don't have women, like local women that know me and know that I'm MJ, on the radio. I haven't had that
I'm
where
not saying that. I'm saying the fake ones.
No, I haven't had those like real women locally try to hit on me or try to attempt an extortion.
Well,
but
look at you.
But the internet, the fakos, those spam accounts come in all the time.
They have like 1 follower.
No, not even
1 post.
No, it's not even. All right, I thought of something. And I
thought I smelled something burning.
Yeah. So I thought of something actually yesterday, or you know what? Actually, I think it was on Monday. I think it was like right after we did the little segment. I'm like, oh man, I should have brought this up, and I meant to bring it up. Do you remember that Fester was touched by the Powerball winner out on the West Coast?
Oh, I thought you were going to say my kindergarten teacher. Oh.
You're like, wait, when did I reveal that?
Remember when Fester was touched?
Fester was touched, yeah. So we had a story earlier in the week about the winner of that recent $1.3 billion Powerball jackpot coming forward. And it was this guy, his wife, and I think a friend. And they claimed the $1.3 billion Powerball jackpot. And this dude was an immigrant from Laos, kind of like Hank Hill's neighbors on King of the Hill.
Just like that,
yeah. I mean, just like that. Weren't Hank Hill's
one of his neighbors?
Bubba, wasn't one of the neighbors Laotian, right?
I believe so. It's been a while since I've seen King of the Hill.
Yeah, King of the Hill. And this guy comes forward. He's a 46-year-old guy from Portland, Oregon, Cheng Charlie Seifan, and he had the winning ticket, $1.3 billion. Anyway, after taking the lump sum and all that, they'll take a lump sum payment of about $422 million after taxes. So not a bad deal, but it just shows how $1.3 billion can become $422 million very, very quickly. And then Fester showed the oddest, out-of-character empathy for this man. And Fester said he was like touched by this story. Fester, you don't exhibit any emotion. You don't exhibit any feelings, or I get empathy is the best word for like anything at any time. And Fester was like, you know what? I feel bad for this guy because he wins this $1.3 billion Powerball jackpot, and then it's also revealed that he's been battling cancer, and he didn't. When I saw the picture of him claiming the check, he didn't look very healthy.
Okay, I don't want you to paint a picture of me of being more empathetic than I really am.
Oh, come on. It's okay every once in a while to show that you have some emotions and you're not just a hardened turd.
Whatevs.
Yeah, by the way, use some Dulcolax for that.
So, a lot.
Or Senecot. My grandmother used to have Senecot by the case.
Look,
Miralax.
You're a Miralax family? Listen, MJ, if somebody's going to win, and it's not going to be me,
right?
I am always my first choice to be the winner. And then it's one of my close friends or my choices. This guy has this disease, he's cancer.
Yeah, the reason why I'm bringing this up is the guy wins the lottery and he's in terrible health, and
it's like an Alanis Morissette song.
Yes, exactly. So I'm like, why didn't I think of this when I talked about it on Monday?
You won the lottery and died the next day.
Oof. Isn't it ironic?
Okay, so about
his lottery and died the next day.
I hope that with the $422 million, he can beat the cancer. I really hope. And
if affording treatment was the issue, it's not any longer.
No, it's not. But I just feel bad. I mean, you win the lottery and he's battling cancer. Listen, guy seems like a very nice guy. I hope the hell that he can beat the cancer, is what I'm saying. And Fester, like I said, showed some out of character sympathy for this guy. So,
it's like meeting the man of your dreams.
Right, and then there's this other lottery story. And Fester, we've been talking about this one. We haven't talked about it on the air yet. You were trying to find out if there was any additional information that a woman in Illinois won $1 million lottery ticket that was given to her at a gas station.
Yeah.
A customer gifted a ticket. So a customer gives another person a lottery ticket at an Illinois gas station. It was the Lucky Day Lotto ticket from a regular customer. So am I to assume, was this a clerk?
Here, take it for free.
There are no details
I was
on
trying
this story.
Did the regular customer at the Fast Mart in Loves Park, Illinois, did the woman get the ticket from a regular customer? That's what I don't understand.
The woman received a ticket from a regular customer of the Fast Mart.
It's Fast Mart.
Okay.
Fast Mart in Loves Park, Illinois.
The story I'm reading. That's a GN in Chicago.
Yeah, the ticket.
Left the teal.
Sounds like Hal's reading this.
The ticket costs $1, and it's $1 million ticket. So is it the clerk that was given the ticket by a regular customer, or a regular customer gave the ticket to another customer? But can you imagine someone gifts you the ticket and it's $1 million win?
That's amazing.
It's a shame for the person that gave it.
Yeah.
That's why you don't be giving.
I don't know that I'd give away lotto tickets.
And then it took a tragic turn.
You won the lottery and died the next day.
No, I'm kidding. I think they're all healthy. And then we have the fried chicken battery. Not fried chicken batter, but that does sound delicious, doesn't it? Good fried chicken batter.
Ooh.
You know, I'm a more rolled in crumbs fried chicken guy.
Give me a good nook and cranny fried chicken batter any day of the week. So this is a local story. 20-year-old has been arrested for domestic violence with chicken. Say, yeah. 20-year-old man has been arrested behind bars, Pinellas County Jail, charged with launching a fried chicken attack at his sister during a little domestic issue right here in Pinellas County. Yeah, according to investigators, this happened on Sunday in Clearwater at the home of Kanye Medley.
His name's Kanye?
There's another Kanye out there?
Well, it's Khanye.
Oh.
So it's spelled differently, but it's got to be Kanye. It's the same. I would imagine it's pronounced that way. So Kanye Medley and his sibling had some type of an argument. So they're in a verbal altercation, and then Kanye grabs a bag of Church's chicken from his sister and begins hurling pieces of chicken at her. One piece of fried chicken hit the victim in the back and left debris of food on her shoulders.
Oh, no.
This is in the police report. I would imagine it's probably Clearwater PD. Happened in Clearwater. So the cops show up. You know, who called the cops? I mean, if you have a fight and you just have chicken thrown at you.
I know. What is this?
Do you call 911 on that? Is that a true domestic battery situation? You know, like where someone's punched in the face?
I think things get so heated that the default response is, I'm going to call the police. And then they come out, and then throwing chicken is an assault.
And it's domestic battered.
Put some salt in the chicken.
So I got to say, I haven't had Church's fried chicken in a really, really, really long time.
Yeah, it's been a while for me, too.
It's like honey chicken, isn't it?
I can't even think of the last time I had Church's fried chicken.
The last time I had Church's, is there a Church's down on like 34th Street North? There was a Church's on the corner. I'm thinking...
There's one on Waters and Hanley.
That was the one I was at last time. I think I was visiting.
That's the one I was at last time.
I think we went together when you lived in the townhouse.
Yeah, that was right.
That's how long ago. When I was bringing the little motor scooter to your house.
I think the same company that owns Popeyes also owns Church's, though.
It's a totally different tasting chicken.
No, it is totally different. And then also, there was a time where Church's didn't give you the whole breast.
They chopped it?
Yeah, it was like that half breast.
Last time I had it, it was like honey fried.
You know, it's kind of like Maryland fried chicken out in Plant City, which is great. love Maryland fried chicken. That's a Plant City classic. But out in Plant City at Maryland Fried Chicken, they've got the bony and the pulley. You know what that is?
What?
Two halves of the breast?
No, the bony and the pulley, it's the different parts of the breast because they cut the breast. And churches used to do that. I don't know if churches went to a full breast, but there was a time when churches only had the partial breast. So
interesting.
I mean, there's a couple. Man, now I just want to go to Church's Fried Chicken.
Right?
Oh, look, Church's Chicken, 34th Street, 34th Street South. Is that maybe?
They're both off of 19.
Yeah, the one off of, yeah. So I years ago, I don't know if the same one that I used to go to occasionally is still there. So anyway, back to the chicken argument in Clearwater. So the cops show up, they read Kanye Medley his rights, and then admits throwing 2 pieces of chicken and one hitter.
A 2-piece.
Why did this happen? Medley stated that he did this because he had not eaten and did not want the piece of chicken the victim had offered him, so he became upset.
I tell you, if you want to piss me off, give me another piece of fried chicken besides the thigh. The thigh.
I like the thigh.
The thigh's the best cut.
Yeah.
You know, it is. Thighs, listen, thighs have, they're juicy. They're,
God, I'm getting horny.
I think breasts are a little overrated, to be quite honest.
No, I love breasts.
You know, give me I've grown to like thighs over breasts.
Yeah.
You know, I love a leg too. I love the thigh, leg. I like the whole thing there.
Man, you're just a little piggy boy.
I mean, I like a breast, but
yeah.
You know,
what do you like to spread on your thighs? What kind of, sauce?
I don't spread.
Barbecue?
No, I want to savor the actual the fried chicken batter. That's what I say.
You dip that in honey mustard.
I don't need to dip it in anything.
I was reading this story about throwing chicken wings at each other, and I'm like, this is foreplay.
But this was a domestic battery arrest.
Sure.
Over just getting a piece of chicken thrown. I mean, does that really? Listen, I'm not downplaying domestic battery. It is awful. I feel terrible for any victims of domestic violence, domestic battery. It is a major problem, obviously. But is throwing a chicken leg at your sister, is that really a domestic battery?
Throwing anything is a battery.
I realize that.
And then once you call the cops, somebody's got to be removed from the situation. The cops can't go to a domestic violence and say, okay, everything's good here, we're going to leave you, and not do something, and then something else happens, then the cops are at fault.
All right, there's a little more, though.
Oh,
so
wait, throw coleslaw as well?
Well, Kanye Medley is 230 pounds.
He's a big boy, yeah.
And he was also arrested earlier this year for biting and strangling his sister as well, and slamming a door on her arm, and also striking her with a piece of wooden decor.
These two just don't get along.
I don't know what qualifies as wooden decor. Is that something from like Pier 1 Imports or something?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, sure.
I'm picturing like a huge chess set and like wooden queens and kings and stuff.
Or,
I don't know.
Or one of those stupid signs with a dumb saying that you got at the Cracker Barrel or something.
Yeah, that would be qualified.
Live, laugh, love.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Exactly.
Chucks it right at his
Stressed
sister.
is backwards for dessert.
Or no bitching in my kitchen.
Yeah.
Don't you love people that have those little wooden signs all over the place?
I love those signs.
So what do you mean you love them? Come on.
They're cute and they're kitschy.
Yeah, I like them.
I'd rather have wooden radios all over the place.
I know, right? MJ has a bunch of wooden novelty ornaments around his house.
Anyway,
1920s radios.
Anyway, the Pinellas State Attorney's Office declined to pursue felony and misdemeanor counts. Medley's sister declared that she didn't want to see her brother prosecuted, so she wasn't going to be a cooperating witness. So it looks like he's not going to be prosecuted for domestic violence.
So that's what happens. You get so upset, and once things get escalated in some conversation, there's always I'm going to call the police. And once you do that, it goes out of your hands.
All right, now that was for the biting, strangling, the arm slamming in the door, and the hitting with the piece of wooden decor. So she didn't want to cooperate on that one. I don't know now that she's been pelted with a chicken leg from churches. I don't know if that's going to change things. I don't know if she decides to, have the Pinellas Pasco State Attorney's Office, throw the book at him.
Sounds like it's one of those houses like you see on Cops where they're like, oh, we were just here last week. Like they're always there, probably.
Or throw the bucket at him.
What if we called Kanye and had him come to the radio station and like just play the chicken toss game. We'll set up a big bullseye and
What's the chicken toss game?
well, it's like a bullseye. We put him back like 20 feet and like see if he can't.
That's a stupid game.
You guys have younger kids, Roxanne, Fester, Froggy. Do you guys feed or give your kids apple juice?
My kids just want water.
No, yeah, we just try to stick to water. When we go out to dinner, we'll do half lemonade, half water.
Ooh, fancy.
Look at you cutting that sugar in half.
Yep.
Yeah.
Slicing
I mean,
it.
your kids are rambunctious enough. You don't need to sugar them up at all.
It's true. It's
All
true.
right. Fester, what about your kids and apple juice?
I give my kids everything but water. I mean, Mr. Pibb.
Just a cup of syrup, right?
Just that's it.
Mug root beer.
Yeah. My son's a big fan of A&W.
Do they drink soda for real?
He injects it.
Mainlines it, huh?
We never had soda in my house. Never.
It's usually a water drink.
All right,
yeah.
the reason why I'm bringing this up is, man, it's coming back around. Apple juice sold at most supermarkets recalled due to high arsenic levels.
That's why you should only buy juice.
All right, now let me tell you what. Let me tell you which brand of apple juice, Martinelli. Now, I know Martinelli's from the sparkling cider. You know the Martinelli's?
No.
Come on, it looks like a champagne bottle, but it's sparkling apple juice.
Yeah, so Martinelli's makes that, but they also make a glass bottled apple juice.
They make a regular non-carbonated apple juice. But I know, like, for New Year's Eve and parties, you know, we would buy the kids the Martinelli sparkling apple juice. You know, they do sparkling apple, sparkling grape, sparkling cranberry. They have a bunch of different flavors. And now Martinelli's apple juice, which I always saw as kind of a premium brand. You know, they got that little gold little seal on there that makes it look like it's all official and award-winning or something. Well, guess what? It's won an award for having a bunch of arsenic in it right now.
Yes.
That's great.
Welcome to the Arsenic Awards 2024.
Yeah.
This year's winner, Martinelli's.
Yeah, Martinelli's apple juice with a Best Buy date of 9 March 2026 or 10 March 2026 on the front of the bottle, subject to a recall. The recall applies to 1-liter glass bottles of Martinelli's apple juice sold at Publix, Kroger, Whole Foods, Costco, Walmart, Target, and other locations. And this comes after the state of Maryland found that during a sampling of one of the bottles that one of the production lots had levels of inorganic arsenic that were above the threshold for apple juice. I don't want any arsenic in my apple juice.
Okay, MJ, this is crazy, but I always would hear my mom use this expression. Have you ever heard anyone say, it's the arsenic hour? And I finally asked her however many years ago, I was like, what is an arsenic hour? And she's like, it's when the kids, yes, it's a thing. It's when the kids are so ill-behaved. I think it's an older expression that
you want to give the kids arsenic?
Yeah, they're so ill-behaved, like after school, before
so
dinner.
So you poison your kids with a heavy metal?
Yes. So I'm thinking this apple juice company is like, they've got some older, corporate workers like, let's add a little arsenic. Maybe the moms who want to do the arsenic hour will be happy with this product.
No, but Martinelli's comes, the sparkling apple cider. They have the big glass bottle, and then they have those little squat. They have the little, like, squat bottles that I think maybe are meant to, like, simulate an actual apple. The little kind of squat single-serving bottle. You know where I've gotten that? I've actually had that. Wright's Sandwich Shop.
They have Martinelli's in the round apple?
Well, it's been a while since I've been in, but, yeah, they had these Martinelli's last I saw. They had them at Wright's Sandwich Shop, Wright's Deli in South Tampa. So I don't know if the little squat bottles are part of the recall, but the big bottles are. But I'd imagine it's the same apple juice. So anyway,
a little arsenic never hurt anybody.
No, it does hurt someone.
Well, Hitler, I think, didn't he bite an arsenic pill? Oh no, he shot himself.
No, that's cyanide.
Cyanide.
Oh, hold on, are you confusing cyanide with arsenic?
Well, they're both poisons.
Yes.
Yeah, you could bite a cyanide pill.
Who are you talking to?
Got a quiz for you guys.
Oh, great. I love a pop quiz.
Which bathrooms are the filthiest? The male bathroom, the female bathroom. I'm talking about like public bathrooms or bathrooms in public spaces. Right. So you've got the male bathroom, you have the female bathroom, And then you have, in many places, the gender-neutral bathroom.
Okay, wait a second.
Yes.
You also have the family bathroom.
Well, the family bathroom is like kind of the gender neutral one.
So
It's like
I'm lumping, I think the family bathroom, I'm lumping into the gender neutral category. Yeah.
Which I use gender neutral every opportunity. Yeah.
There's one here.
That's my go-to.
Yeah, we have one here. We've got the men's and the women's, and then we have the
gender neutral.
Yeah.
I'll tell you where I'll use a gender neutral. The family bathroom is at an airport. Usually they're clean at the airport, and they usually have outlets. You can flat iron your hair in there.
Yeah. That's what I want to do at the airport. I want to flat iron my hair.
Get somewhere to go, right where you land, and you're off to an
I
event.
want to do. You know, I want to plug in a waffle maker, and I want to make some waffles in
In the restroom.
the gender neutral bathroom at
So-
the airport.
Between the two, male and female
no,
bathrooms.
Yeah, let's do those.
Hold on.
You got to do all three, though.
But it seems like the other one should be in a different category
Let me tell you
altogether.
my logic.
Right.
My logic is between the two, I would think the men's room is more disgusting than the females.
I would think so too.
Just because of aiming issues.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
And then I would think the gender neutral or family bathroom would be more disgusting than them all.
But sometimes they're really clean. Sometimes those family bathrooms are really clean. At Tampa International Airport, they are.
Okay. Well, I'll do my business there.
There's a new study out.
Oh.
I've got the results. Guess no more.
We'll keep talking.
I'd be perplexed no more. I have the results of a brand new study. Lavatories for women were found to carry far less microbes than those for men.
That's right.
But the worst of all were the gender neutral unisex. Those were the worst.
Bester, you were right.
Wow, good job,
Yep.
Bester.
So the results were just recently presented at the ESCMID Global Congress in Barcelona, which was held April 27th through 30th. This is fresh data, folks.
There was a global conference on bathroom
global
bacteria?
conference. Yep, on toilet seat licking. Yep, global conference. The ESCMID. I'm guessing it's the ESCMID Global Conference in Barcelona.
Wow.
How was
Just
I not
held days ago.
I would have loved to have gone to that conference.
According to the research, gender-neutral bathrooms, which also included disabled facilities, have the heaviest germs are the worst. But women's bathrooms were the cleanest. Men's were dirtier than women's, but the gender neutrals were just disease and germ factories. Yep.
Wow.
Also presented that when it comes to hand hygiene, that women are more likely to clean their hands after using the bathroom than men.
But sometimes women will hover and miss in a public restroom, so that might make them dirtier.
Listen, all the missing women in the
Hold
world.
on, you mean not sit on the seat?
Yeah, sometimes if you just try to hover.
Kind of like levitate?
Yeah, levitate.
Yeah, levitate?
Yeah. And, I mean, you have to have
Are
good
you
aim.
are you a hoverer?
I'm a put paper downer.
Look,
That doesn't work.
I know, it really doesn't.
all the missing women in the world can't compare to the terrible aim of the fellas.
Really?
I think you're right.
Really?
Oh.
See, I know none of this. I don't know what happens in there. Interesting.
What is a bedtime habit that is ruining your relationship in the bedroom?
I can't tell you on the radio.
What is? Listen to this. This is important. This is like the one bedtime habit that is wrecking your relationship, your intimacy. So think about this. I'm sorry to roll out a bunch of quizzes, but I think this is
quizzes.
I think this is some interesting stuff. So, what is the one bedtime habit that is destroying your relationship and just mucking up the whole bedroom situation? Think
Two
about
kids in it.
What?
2 kids in the bed.
No,
Just more kids.
you still allowing
One kid in the bed.
Are you still allowing your kids in your bed?
Just one of them.
Would you
The
stop?
4-year-old.
You get them out of your bed. You just got to get your kids out of your. We never allowed that.
They're doing what they do, dude.
I used to have a taser.
Yeah.
You know. All right,
They're
come on,
only
come on.
young for X amount of time.
I think about it. It's not kid in the bed, but this is a bedtime habit. So think about this.
I know what it is.
So it's bedtime, and where you could be moving into intimate world, you're not, because this bedtime habit is really mucking things up.
Oh, drunk before bed.
No.
You pass out.
Roxanne,
You pass out.
please stop talking about your Monday through Fridays, all right?
How about this?
Please stop.
What is it, Froggy?
Phone scrolling.
Ooh.
Boom.
I'm the man.
Yeah, it's this doom scrolling. You know, what's happening more and more are couples, they're getting to bed and they're just sitting there in bed just going, just
it's so addicting.
Just, doom scrolling. And that's wrecking the relationship in the bedroom.
I can go through stories all day.
Well, why don't you start now? Go ahead. What's the story? Are you the scroller or is Kim the scroller?
No, I'm talking about stories.
okay.
I can go through stories on IG.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about your intimacy being destroyed by one or more of you doom scrolling.
My micro penis is
Stop it with that. Come on.
But eventually, Kim can't control herself around his animal magnetism.
That's
she's
right.
Like, she takes his phone and throws it, and she's like, "Take me now."
But
Fester, don't talk that way about my.
Laying down in bed, it should not be that you both are laying next to each other and you're just focused like zombies on your screen. Have a conversation but let me raise something. Is doom scrolling on your phone at bedtime, is that different than the husband and the wife or the boyfriend or the girlfriend? Is that different than them just laying there with a book?
That's a good question. That's a great question.
I know.
Yeah.
Because
reading's worse for you.
A lot of times couples would just kind of, read before bedtime. So if you're going to be focused and honed in and reading your book, is that different than if you're zoned in on your phone?
Or reading a book or, watching TV. Some people have TVs in their bedrooms. A lot of things distract you from getting it on. And plus, if you're married to somebody hideous like my wife is, you're not that down with it anyway.
So that's like let's grab some calls on this. Let me go to phones. Hold on to that thought, Rox. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Do you think scrolling on your phone and just spending time either looking at social media or whatever at bedtime with you and your significant other, are you both doom scrolling? That's number one. Has this turned into a problem? Have you noticed that maybe some intimacy has, exited stage left? Or is there a difference between scrolling on your phone and if you would do just like reading time, if you would just lie in bed and read? All right, let's go to phones. 800-990-1047. There are a couple of angles that you can tackle this. 800-990-1047. Fire up the phones. Do you find that the phones in bed are screwing things up? And, additionally, is there a difference between being on your phone and reading a book? And if you're both just sitting there like planks next to each other and you're focused on whatever, is there a difference? We like to berate our phones these days, and you hear the stories about we check our phones like 275 times a day. And, what do you think? All right, let's go to phones. 800-990-1047. Are you not talking to your husband or your wife or significant other as much because you're both on your phones in bed? Yeah, different angles, different takes on this. I'd love to hear from you right now. Give us a call, 800-990-1047, 800-990-1047.
Okay, this is a study about phones and how they're making people not do it as much because they're on their phone at night before they go to bed. And I find this study to be a little bit presumptuous and a little bit nosy, because who's to say the couple doesn't do it in the morning or do it on the side of the road in the middle of the day? They're like these studies, and the same thing goes for kids in bed.
Do it in the gender neutral bathroom at Target.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's always assuming that it's like that's what you do before you go to bed at night.
So has this wrecked your relationship? Do you find that you're not communicating as much and you're both lying in bed and you're scrolling? I mean, is this a problem? Have you had a conversation about this? Has this come up in discussion? have you said to your significant other, or have they said to you, can you please put your phone down? I think we're probably all guilty of this to a certain extent. All right, let's go to phones on this. Andrew's got some calls screened already. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. Has this become a problem in your relationship? Have words been had over this? And then again, also, I want to explore, people on their phones versus just reading in bed.
Yeah,
is that really different? Tomas, Newport Richie. Tomas, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, good morning, guys. How you guys doing?
Doing well. Go ahead.
So, my answer to that is absolutely it's a problem, and absolutely it's way worse than reading in bed.
Why is scrolling on the phone worse than reading in bed?
Well, with reading, the way I see it anyway, yeah, you have words on paper, but you still have to imagine the rest of the scenario, right? So at least it gets your mind going. It's a little bit of brain exercise. With the phone, it's all fed to you, man. You got images and music and bright lights in your face. Way worse. Way worse.
And I'll take it a step further. The book is just you in your own head, and then the phone is like you and all your friends.
Exactly. And, well, the content is fed to you, right? So you don't really have to think about it much.
Right.
And I think that's just, it's already bad that you're reading in bed. If I'm in bed with my wife, I think I want to be looking at her, not the book. But anyway.
Yeah. Tomas, thanks for the call, buddy. Let's grab Angela, St. Pete. Angela, hi, MJ Morning Show. You're next.
Good morning. Hello.
Yes, Angela, you're on. Go.
Hi. So I was calling. Now, I am a reader. I read books. Now, if we're going to be intimate, I do it before I read my book. Now, my boyfriend, he is a scroller. He's on videos, things like that. But if it's on, if I'm ready to go, he immediately puts down his iPad or his phone. No problem. So it doesn't really seem to be a problem in my...
All right, so you know how to get him to put the phone down.
Ooh.
Well, he's like, are we? Yes? Okay, immediately put the phone down.
Boom!
It's on.
Boom. It's on like Donkey Kong. All right, thank you, Angela.
Thank you.
Kathy in Tampa. Kathy, MJ Morning Show, welcome.
Thank you, MJ. Good morning to everyone. I just want to say that I'll be married for almost 30 years. There is no way we go to bed with the phone.
Never happens, right?
Never, ever, any night whatsoever.
Never, ever.
Yeah. Do you guys put the phones in like those concert lock bags, or what do you do?
No, we just set them on the nightstand.
Well, that takes some serious discipline. See, you're some disciplined people. You ought to be commended for that.
We go make whoopee in the other room.
Oh. Well,
Okay, what is this? The dating game, 1975?
I'm Jim Lang. Dun, 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 dun. All right, thank you, Kathy.
You know what? If Doug ever is like, get off your phone, I'm like, I have to send MJ stupid articles. I have to do my work. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Chris up next. Chris up in New York City. Hello, Chris.
Hey, how are you? So I worked, in a typical 8-hour day, and my phone is always on Do Not Disturb, so I don't look at social media all day long. And so by the time I'm home and I've, made dinner, we've done like all the stuff, it's like 9:30 or 10 o'clock, we're in bed, and I haven't looked at all at Instagram, and nor has she. And so then we kind of get caught up in this vicious cycle until she very explicitly says what she wants, and then it's, okay, game on.
There you go. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you checking in. All right, I'll take one more call on this. How about Dakota in Winter Haven? Dakota, MJ Morning Show, you got the final say on this. Hit it.
Hey, look, me and that other caller, Tomas, we have very similar opinions on this. I try not to bring my phone into bed. And I try not to read in bed because I'd just rather be looking at his wife as well.
Tomas's wife?
Yeah, Tomas's wife.
Dakota wants to look at Tomas's wife in bed.
All right. Thank you, Dakota.
Thank you, Dakota.
I love that guy. That's great.
Oh, man. All right. Jeff Goldblum, has he done any movies lately? I got a couple of celebrity things. I got to get to the Oprah audio as well from Monique.
There's a lot of commercials.
Yeah, he's like a Mr. Apartments.com or
so
Home Finder or something like that.
That's the question. Does Jeff Goldblum, does he do any movies anymore, or is he just like some freaky mad scientist in some apartment rental website commercial? Is that all he does now?
I think so. I mean, he made his money in Jurassic World and Jurassic Park and all that.
What's the last movie? Oh, hang on. Andrew, put your microphone on. Andrew, I guess, is doing an IMDb search on stuff.
Yes, I am.
All right, so he has stuff coming out?
Yeah, he, let's see, most recently, Asteroid City is a movie that's already out.
Oh,
Jurassic World came
yeah.
out just 2 years ago, but...
Yeah, I fell asleep during Asteroid City. I don't know. I generally like the Wes Anderson stuff, but I don't know. Asteroid City kind of lost me.
He's in the upcoming Wicked.
Okay.
He's the wizard.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a big production
Is he
there.
pushing cheap apartment rentals in the movie by any chance?
It doesn't say on here.
Okay, all right. Anyway, the reason why I'm bringing up Jeff Goldblum is he just announced that he's not leaving his kids any money.
You know why I find this? There's one reason why I find this to be not so nice. You know why?
Why?
Because he didn't have his kids until, at least two of them, until he was in his 60s.
Yeah, well...
So not only are you going to leave this earth and not be able to give your children tutelage and fatherly love as long as other parents, but then you're not going to leave them with your money.
Jeff Goldblum is 71 years old, and his children that he's talking about, Charlie is 8 and River is 6.
Jeez.
And says that when they get older, they're going to have to support themselves, that he's refusing to leave any money to his kids. First of all, 71 with an 8-year-old and a 6-year-old, that's a little too old. I'm sorry. It's like Al Pacino. What is he?
Hey, that's nothing.
It's like Al Pacino's 84. He just turned what? Just recently, 83, 84. And, Al Pacino has like an infant, right?
Yeah, I changed duty diapers.
I'm sure
Yours
you do.
and theirs.
Yeah. No, but I don't know. That's kind of rude. Jeff Goldblum, the kids are 6 and 8, and you've already decided you're leaving them squat jack? Come on.
That's what Guy Fieri, the rock cook, said about his kids.
Oh, really?
He said he's not going to leave his kids any money. They have to earn it.
All right. Did you hear the audio of Monique? You know the comedian Monique?
Yeah. Oh, I saw her live here in Ybor one time.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Monique's a very popular comedian.
She is attacking Oprah. Is this a comedy act or is this real?
I don't know, but I'll have to tell you a funny quick story about this. So she came on a show that I did. I interviewed her. She was great. She was lovely. Yeah. And then I went to her show that night and I invited this couple of friends of mine who are, a little very buttoned up and very conservative and man, her show is raunchy.
Oh, yeah. Well, she goes after Oprah Winfrey, Monique, and some of this audio is, well, here, judge for yourself.
You Oprah Winfrey?
She says, bleep you, F you, Oprah Winfrey.
You Oprah Winfrey? You Tyler Perry?
Bleep that. She's calling Oprah Winfrey the N-word as well. Yeah, I had to bleep that out.
I love that black raggedy bitch. I love that black simple-minded mother.
She calls Oprah a black raggedy bitch?
Are we critiquing her stand-up routine?
I don't know if this was a stand-up routine.
I mean, she's on stage and she's doing it in front of an audience. It's an act.
She was. Hey, Andrew, did we get any details?
I mean, if she's on I don't think we should take audio that she's using on stage and trying to get a reaction out of people doing a comedy show. And, she called Oprah this. I mean, if she makes an Instagram post where she's talking to the camera or talking to Oprah directly.
But the difference is that it has been known Monique has had a feud with Oprah Winfrey for years.
Okay.
So I don't know if she's just trying to come up with, is that like material now? Is that is her act attacking Oprah?
Seeing some...
I know nothing of Monique's comedy.
But there's been a years-long feud between Monique the comedian and Oprah Winfrey. The story, Andrew, turn your microphone on. So Andrew has some more information. Andrew, our producer. What's the story?
According to Monique, she was attacked directly, privately by Oprah.
All right, so Oprah privately went after Monique, and Monique is now going after what, Oprah in her act?
Yes.
All right. It seems like a one-sided beef. Oprah says one thing.
No, it doesn't seem like
because
it.
Oprah tried to prevent her from getting jobs and stuff in the industry.
Oh, what do you know about that?
Okay.
Just that's kind of the backstory there.
So when did you hear that?
Yesterday in the water cooler talk. I don't know. I just knew. I don't know.
We have water
Hold on.
cooler talk about Monique.
But we don't want to say the shit out loud because it's Oprah Winfrey. I'm too old to be scared of this bitch. I'm too old to be intimidated by this bitch. I'm too old to hold the motherfucking truth.
Monique.
My goodness. She's all fired up.
Got an issue with Oprah.
You know why I f with Oprah Winfrey, Melvin? Because that bitch tried to f with me privately.
See?
But I'm a public bitch. You tried to f with me behind closed doors. Bitch, open the door up. Ding dong. I'm going to let your ass in. Now, are you going to f her or not?
God, is she having a meltdown?
So she even brought that up, that Oprah tried to bleep with her privately. So now she's doing it publicly. I had no idea there was this huge feud between comedian Monique and Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah, I'm not really up on my black female comic beefs.
Why don't you? Well, Oprah's not a black female comic.
Well, Monique is.
Yeah, Monique is. Yeah.
I'm reading some more of the things that she was saying on stage. She went after her. Oh boy,
it's nasty, nasty stuff.
This was the cleaner stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've just played the clean stuff. At 8:53 at the MJ Morning Show. This brings to an end over an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ. Did you hear about the Good Morning America dude that was just fired? There's a Good Morning America personality from ABC that was just fired. This dude used to appear on Good Morning America as well as on World News Tonight with David Muir.
Is he an anchor?
Well, hang on, not an anchor. But this guy was just fired. This is a network personality for ABC News, was just fired because, well, I'll tell you why. I mean, it's like a list of, this is crazy. The guy's name is Rob Marciano. You've heard the name. I've seen this guy 100 times on TV. And
Rob Marciano.
So this guy on Good Morning America, he's the weather dude.
Yeah, the weather guy. Okay, yeah, I know. I thought he was an anchor.
No.
Picture him.
Rob Marciano, weather guy. You know, you'd see him covering like the tornadic outbreaks or whatever on World News Tonight. Like last night, it was Ginger Z. Rob Marciano wasn't there. Why? Because he was fired. You got to hear this story. We'll get to it next. And a whole lot more because we've got an hour to go. Hey, don't forget Cash Kitty's on the way at 10 o'clock. So it's an hour and 5 minutes away from the Cash Kitty coming back with another $1,000 just as we're ending the MJ Morning Show in just a little over an hour from right now at 10 o'clock. So stand by. When you're making a move. watching TV. I don't know what the heck I was watching. Some commercial comes on. I don't know whether it was a streaming commercial or, regular cable TV or whatever. So I'm watching something and a commercial comes on. I think it was Bank of America. Don't like Wells Fargo and Bank of America. I'm not a big bank customer. I haven't been for a very, very long time. I go for the smaller banks or, credit union. But there was a commercial for they're trying to brand these apps like Wells Fargo. Their app is now called, I think it's Fargo or something or
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
Margie.
Is Bank of America's called Erica? Or something.
I can't remember the name, but I know that I've seen commercials for Wells Fargo. They have some cutesy wootsy name for their online banking app, and I think it was Bank of America. And they're trying to push their app. You can do everything with the app, and somebody was like paying bills on the app. And I saw that one of the line items on the commercial, and obviously it's a faked up graphic on the person's phone to show. Oh yeah, it's Erica. I think it was Bank of America, and they're calling their app Erica. And like Wells Fargo, I think they're calling theirs whatever the hell there is. It just Fargo, whatever. So they're kind of cutesy wootsy branding the names of their apps. So this dude is like bill paying on his Bank of America Erica app, and one of the line items is veterinarian, and the bill is $67 and something cents. I'm like, you tell me what freaking world you're getting out of the vet at $67 these days. All right? That's my point. I go to the vet, it's $1,300. It doesn't matter what you go to the vet for, $1,300.
Jeez. Just get a new dog.
just get rid of
I was talking to somebody the other day though about veterinarians. That is a really stressful job.
Oh, it is.
Really?
Yeah.
To be a vet?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
How's that a stressful job?
Because you are, someone is entrusting their care of their precious dog or cat or pet in you, and you have to see dogs and cats suffer. There's a lot of stuff that's stressful.
Also, didn't I see there's like a vet shortage? I don't know if we have enough vets.
I could be a vet.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, whatever. All right. So, yeah, there's no
Why not?
There's no veterinarian that you're getting out of there for $67. So I'm just calling BS on the Bank of America Erica app that this dude did not go to the vet for $67.
I took my dog and it was $20 just to get her nails clipped. So there you go.
Oh my gosh!
So you got out of there for less than $1,200.
My vet doesn't rip me off like yours, apparently.
No, I'm not saying that. We've got great vets. It's just that veterinary care is very, 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 very expensive. No, I'm very happy with our vets. I had where's this? I had Sonny sent me a DM. My DMs are open, by the way, on my Instagram. If you ever want to send me a message, you ever want to get a hold of me, MJ. You can send me a direct message on Instagram. I am Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio on Instagram. You can DM me. You can check my feed out. You can give me a follow if you want. Certified MJ Radio. Or you can email me. My email is a private email. I'm the only one that has access. I'm the only one that reads the email. MJ@MJMorningshow.com. That's MJ@MJMorningshow.com. I got a DM from Sonny, and Sonny says, "Hey, MJ, there's arsenic in all apple juice brands." If you missed this early, we were talking about a recall, and Martinelli's apple juice, apparently some tests were done, and the arsenic levels are off the charts in a certain lot of Martinelli's apple juice. And I guess I didn't bring it up. I've always known. I've always known that there are trace amounts of. I've always heard that regarding apple juice. I don't know why. Is it from? You know what? I think it's from the seeds.
Yeah, apple seeds have a little bit of arsenic.
Yeah,
in them. Super crazy small amount.
And like peach pits, don't peach pits have like a natural cyanide type deal or something?
All I know is I love to suck on peach pits after I've eaten the peach part.
Yeah, well,
my favorite diner.
Yeah, and what about that little sharp spike at the end?
Yeah,
that'll like pierce you. It'll start bleeding in your roof
pierce
of your mouth.
Pierce the roof of your mouth. Oh, that would hurt.
Yeah. Oh. So yeah, Sonny, thanks for the direct message. I appreciate it. Yeah, but there is like a little bit of arsenic apparently in all apple juice. I'd always heard that. If I didn't mention it, I meant to. But apparently the arsenic in this Martinelli's in certain lots, it's just off the charts. So, Roxanne, did you?
Yeah, I you know what? I have to say
You
something
wanted to
you.
bring something up?
Yeah, I have to point this out.
Yeah,
I just want to say.
Yeah, I don't know where this is going, folks.
My mom always used to say, Roxanne, imitation is the highest form of flattery.
Well, it's sincerest form of flattery.
Or sincerest, however you like to say
That's
it.
how her mom says it.
Yeah. And so I just want to say, I know that you're flattering me, so I appreciate it.
Oh, I'm flattering you?
Yep,
Why?
by imitating me.
Oh, so I'm imitating you.
Yeah.
Was he putting
Yeah.
deodorant on during the show? And what is he doing?
What am I doing to imitate you?
Yeah, I don't get it.
Chet. You have a little code name for a person in your life, in your inner circle, like Keto.
Oh,
So, yeah, you like my move, and now you're copying it.
Copycat, boom,
I
boom,
don't
boom.
know how to see. I don't know how to properly pronounce Chloe's boyfriend's name, so I just call him Chet.
Oh, he has a hard to pronounce name?
No, it's not that difficult.
It's a disguise.
Is it Scott or something?
All right, let's talk about ABC News. And can you imagine getting fired from a Cush Network gig?
I mean, that's the job. If you're into weather reporting, if you're a meteorologist, to be network level is the.
Oh, is it?
I mean, you would think, right? What do you want to be in Paducah?
I'd rather be in Medford, Oregon.
Yeah, I would see this guy. Anything weather related, you would see him mostly. Occasionally, you'd see Ginger Z.
Who is that? That sounds like a porn star.
Ginger Z is the chief meteorologist for ABC News.
Yeah.
Really?
Thank you very much.
I didn't know that.
Me neither. I looked it
So
up.
Ginger's the chief. So does she appear mostly? I mean, so if she's the chief, why is this Rob Marciano all over the place? Well, no longer. I don't get a chance to watch Good Morning America, but I would see World News Tonight quite a bit. And if there was some kind of tornadic outbreak or some kind of severe thunderstorms that was being covered, he'd be on World News Tonight. From ABC News World Headquarters in New York, Rob Marciano has just had his ass fired. So apparently he has anger management problems.
What, would he yell on the set?
Yes.
It's awesome.
Apparently he's berating and yelling at fellow employees.
What's the matter with people?
They fired him. He clashed with apparently Ginger Z as well. They hated each other. So Rob Marciano, and there's a little backstory on this dude, but fired ABC News weatherman Rob Marciano, had clashes with Ginger Z, a bitter feud that was kept under wraps for years at the network, according to the Post. Marciano was fired on Tuesday over alleged anger management problems, according to sources.
What did he say?
He joined Good Morning America in 2014 to take Ginger Z's weekend gig. All right, so so Rob Marciano also did, I think, weekends, like Good Morning America weekends, and then Ginger Z moved up to the main meteorologist for ABC News. At the time, Z had been promoted, and she replaced Chief Meteorologist Sam Champion. Remember Sam Champion?
Nope.
Yeah, the
kind of
he was really popular. Then he went to the Weather Channel. And
and then bombed. They gave
he should never left.
Yeah, it was like a bomb cyclone.
He was really likable.
Yeah, he's a very likable guy. I think he might be back up on local New York City TV again. No, but Sam Champion's a very likable guy. So this Ginger Z and Marciano, they apparently had a problem like right off the bat. They didn't like each other, and it stayed this way for years. And Marciano had some kind of hot temper. And the latest, apparently the straw that broke the camel's back, is he got into some yelling match backstage at ABC News and was screaming at a producer. And then Ginger Z found out about it. And I guess they said they had enough of Rob Marciano and that he had anger management problems and also inappropriate behavior. Now, I remember reading something else that he was going through a bitter divorce with his wife.
Oh, well, that probably stressed him out.
But then he apparently was talking about like his wife and divorce details with like staffers at ABC News and making them really uncomfortable.
I'm going to take everything the bitch has. All right.
Hey, so I don't know exactly what was said, but apparently he was making a lot of people very, very uncomfortable.
Jeez, how brutal. I wish there was audio of him going off.
A source close to Ginger Z claimed that Marciano had behavioral issues. Ginger's inclusive person, hard worker. Source noted that they work different schedules, but they apparently had problems. Some are saying that the problems were amplified and not exactly as being reported. But they showed him the door on Tuesday.
Must have been bad.
The latest was that he had some kind of a fight. Something additionally improper has happened. Where do you go? So you're kind of scarlet letter marked. I mean,
Hey, that is good.
Yeah, you really
It's
are.
like that radio guy that went off and the girl recorded him. I wonder if that guy has a job.
Oh, yeah. Remember
how
that?
awful
Oh,
that guy
yeah,
was?
that guy was horrible.
God, where
He
was
was
that?
so creepy.
How do people think they
Was
could
that in
talk
Phoenix
that
or
way?
something? Or
No,
the guy
what-
did mornings and
Called him fat and all that stuff.
Yeah, and he was on television as well and lost his TV gig and his radio gig.
Oh, Andrew, do we? I know we have that in the system because we played that.
It's like one of the most disturbing.
Oh, yeah, Andrew, see if you can find that. Fester, can you get the details on the name and what station that was? Was that it was St. Louis?
Okay, that's right.
I
St. Louis.
think it was St.
I
Louis.
think you're right.
What was it? Was it Vic Faust?
I would like to know what he's doing these days.
Yeah, Fester, type in Vic Faust. Vic Faust, Faust, probably.
Well, this is ex-Detroit TV news anchor. Maybe he worked in Detroit at one
B-rates.
point. Yes.
Do you have the audio? All right, play the audio from in there, and let me see if this is it. Go ahead and let me know when you have it.
You're a fat ass.
Oh, that's it.
Oh
Yeah.
my
That's it. All right, put it up on my button bar so I can start and stop. Would you please?
Terrible.
Yeah. So remember, I think the whole show was canceled after this guy went just ape crap.
because he was fired. Like the show's over.
Fester, can you bring up the details on this story?
Vic Faust.
Was it St. Louis, Missouri?
Yes, it was.
Oh.
He worked in Detroit prior to that for a decade.
No, but that's right. He was an anchor.
Yes.
On the Fox station in St. Louis, as
Correct.
well as doing morning radio, and he got fired from both
He did the 5 p.m. and 9 p.m. newscasts on Fox.
in St. Louis.
Yeah, so he had a lot of work.
I would talk about a lot to lose.
Right.
This guy was making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, I'm sure. All right, here's the audio of that B rating.
Listen, you're a fat nasty, and you don't bring up on air when I have your back. You're a
Yeah, this was during a commercial break. They were having an argument during a commercial break, and she apparently recorded it, right, with her phone.
fat. I don't care if you're here or
Be
not.
like that, guys. Come on, man.
Serious?
I let it go yesterday.
But you called me
Alright.
stupid for the
Because
second
who
time.
brought up the stupid subject? You
wasn't a
called,
stupid
you
subject.
were making fun of me because I was dealing with the computer.
I did not attack you. Grow the up. Grow up.
You grow up, you fat.
Acting like an immature.
You started.
Jeez.
You know what he's doing now?
What is he doing now?
He hosts a podcast, and guess what it's called?
Like canceled culture or something?
Cancel This Show.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It
you can
is?
check it out at cancelthisshow.com.
Good for
Anyway.
him. I'm sure he's making tens of dollars at it.
Rob Marciano was making close to $1 million a year.
What? Oh,
Yep.
between news and radio.
No, Marciano's the ABC guy, the weather guy.
Oh,
they're
wait a
firing.
sec. No, because Rob Marciano,
Oh, that
he
guy.
used to be on Entertainment Tonight as well. So a source speculated that Marciano's salary, which one exec said was a little less than $1 million a year when he was hired away from Entertainment Tonight.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Nice.
he was on ET apparently back in 2013, 2012. But bad temper, anger management.
A little big for his britches.
Reports of a screaming match behind the scenes at ABC News. And that they finally said, we've had enough of this guy. And had to lose a cushy network gig, one of which only a handful exist. So what does a guy like that do now? I mean, who hires him if he's got anger management problems?
He goes on the Cancel the Show network.
Yeah, right. He does a show with Vic Faust from St. Louis, and they're just seeing who could do this more.
Listen, you're a fat nasty, and you don't bring up on air when I have your back. You're a
Come on, guys.
I don't care if you're here or
Be
not.
like that, guys. Come on, man.
Serious?
I let it go yesterday.
But you called me stupid for the
Because
second
who
time.
brought up the stupid subject? You
wasn't a
called,
stupid
you
subject.
were making fun of me because I was dealing with the computer.
This guy's so
I did
sensitive.
not attack you. Grow the up. Grow up.
You grow up, you fat.
Acting like an image.
I mean, that's
Could
awful.
you imagine? All we do is make fun of each
I
other
know.
on this show.
Yeah, but
He's a big baby.
it's mean spirited what he's doing. I mean, making fun is one thing.
Yeah.
No, but Froggy's saying
Shut
that,
up, you fat idiot.
Froggy's saying that he's all bent out of shape because she said something he did was stupid.
See, I do. That's why I do all of my insults under my breath.
Fester, something came up earlier on the show, and
God.
you've got to do this.
What the puffs?
Hey, we'll talk about it when we get back.
Don't blow it. We talked about it earlier in the show.
Hang on. For those that don't know,
Why do I got to do it?
there is a great story that came up.
Why does
and-
Froggy have to do it?
One guess.
Dude, this is your alley, man.
Okay,
Oh boy.
Fester, you got to. All right.
if you want to get web hits, have Roxanne do it.
If you're just tuning in, oh man, that would be like a fetish, Roxanne, with all
Right?
Yeah, with the hands all.
orangey fingers
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah, having me do it's like
Yeah.
just personifying one of the deadly sins.
All right, hold on. When we get back, if you missed what I want Fester to do, we got to pull this off. I mean, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah, we'll do tomorrow.
Yeah, let's do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes. All right, hold on. What?
You make it sound like a punishment.
What?
it's awesome.
It's not a punishment.
No, it's the
All right,
best.
hold on. I think Fester looks like he's on board. With what? You'll find out next. Tomorrow morning. We'll do it. You'll find out next what it is on the MJ Morning Show here on Q. is 9:30 at the MJ Morning Show, and the final chunk of the show today. And ladies and gentlemen, it seems that Fester has agreed to tomorrow become Cheeseball Man. I mean, it sounded like you were on board.
I'm on board, but I'm going to crush this bottle, or this big bottle of, or big bag, or whatever it is. What is it? It's a big canister.
It's like a plastic canister.
This is no feat at all.
Well, let's see if you can. Listen, let's put your money where your mouth is. If you don't know about Cheeseball Man, this is so dumb it's great. This guy called Cheeseball Man put up flyers around Manhattan.
So funny.
And the flyers that he put up, like on mailboxes and call boxes and, you know, around Manhattan, he put up this flyer that reads, "Watch me eat this entire jar of cheese balls, Union Square Park, April 27, 3 p.m. It was last weekend. And there's a little QR code. I guess you can scan, get more information. And the dude is wearing a bright orange ski mask. And then he has like a cape, an orange cape, and he's Cheeseball Man. And hundreds of people went to Union Square, you know, right around 14th Street, in between, Fifth Broadway,
Okay.
Fifth Avenue.
It's in New York City. It's in Manhattan.
Yeah, so in Manhattan, Union Square, we used to have an apartment, literally right off Union Square. And he proceeds to eat this whole canister of cheese balls. These are the ones that you get at Costco or at Sam's or BJ's. I'm sure they all have them, right? You go to the junk food section and they have that clear plastic tub, and you got these bright orange traffic cone cheese balls inside. Like cheese doodles. And he he proceeds to eat the whole thing. He promotes this, and I think it's hysterical. This is video of Cheeseball Man, right?
Thousands of people showed up.
Well, I mean, it does look like it's a couple of thousand people. I think he drew more people than like some of these protests at Columbia.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, bands play that are good, and like 100 people show up. 1,000 people show up to watch a guy eat cheese puffs.
Okay, so the crowd is chanting, "Eat those balls."
Can we get listeners to show up and watch you eat them?
Eat those balls.
Let's just have you eat them in the parking lot and have people show up and chant. I mean, can we not get a couple thousand people? We have a radio show.
I'm calling Julian because
did he go?
I don't know. I want to know if Julian knew about this.
That would have made a good video piece.
You know what? He might be in class right now. Thursday morning, 9 o'clock. Yeah, I think he's in class.
Darn it.
Yeah. Because it looks like there were a lot of students there as well.
I thought he just finished school.
Your call has been...
No, he is done, I think his last class is tomorrow or maybe Monday. And then he's coming home. So, Cheeseball Man. So, Fester's going to do it. So, Fester, you got to go to...
Well,
you're a Sam's Club member, right?
I am, but I don't think he has I think he has a supermarket size. Look, that's not the enormous one.
No, it is big.
No, that's the... Well, he's eating... What did his say? His says, what brand is that?
I mean,
can you see on the video?
You don't have to get the exact brand.
Yeah.
Well, don't I?
I mean, are you okay?
Yeah, you just had
Is
like
it
a
rotation?
Don't I?
You just had a glitch.
Listen, I'm about to eat 1,000 cheese balls tomorrow.
You just had a Bertasius glitch.
All right, so what's the payoff of a really fat guy eating a bunch of cheese doodles? I don't
obviously,
get it.
you're going to reversal.
No, obviously not. I'm going to keep him in. I'll probably be sick as a dog the next day.
No, but see if you can get a close-up because you want to get the actual net weight of the canister this guy ate. Oh, I think, let's see. Do you see the brand that he ate?
I mean, I don't know if he ate Utz.
Utz.
Is it Utz?
Yeah, you just want to make sure that you have the right quantity.
As close as I can.
And then Fester will go to Sam's.
Why don't you double and do 2 of them?
God, I wish I would have done. I was at Costco yesterday in Citrus Park.
So go again.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the follow-up.
Yeah.
Man who ate a tub of cheese balls in New York City admits he nearly threw up.
You should have. That would be the greatest finale. Throwing a couple thousand people cheering for you as you vomit. That's awesome.
All right, folks. Fester is going to eat a whole bucket of cheese balls. We'll start it around 7:30 tomorrow.
Is that enough time?
Do it in the parking lot, please.
We'll do it. Now we'll do it in the studio.
You know, if we would have thought about this, we
up.
could have made it a charitable endeavor.
All right, we'll see if Fester can match this guy and eat a whole bucket of cheese balls.
You got to find a orange ski mask.
You find a ski mask. I'm not wearing a ski mask.
As much as I love sharing germs with you, if you do feel sick, please aim it that way, away from me.
Speaking of food,
ew.
Do you know there's a new Sour Patch flavored Oreo that's out?
Wait, how's that possible? Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, guess what? The reviews are awful. Some people are saying this is the most vulgar, horrific tasting Oreo of all time. I read something where someone said that these Sour Patch flavored Oreos are so bad that they wouldn't give it to like Hitler or something. You know, to
Hitler, really?
They wouldn't give it.
Give me it.
They wouldn't
love sour.
They wouldn't give it to their worst enemy. So Oreo has just released this collaborative cookie with Sour Patch Kids and Oreos. So the Oreo filling, I guess, is Sour Patch flavored, and it is supposed to be disgusting according to people that have tried it. New limited edition Oreo Sour Patch cookies are what they're called.
It sounds horrific.
I am immune to all other flavors of Oreo besides the chocolate or the vanilla wafers.
All right, so it's a light vanilla looking wafer, but apparently Sour Patch Kids flavored cookie with colorful inclusions, and then inside it's Sour Patch flavored cream with multicolored sour sugar inclusions. Ugh.
Okay, the cream inclusions kind of they kind of interest me, but the actual cookie part
Ooh.
with the Sour Patch flavoring, no.
Whole thing's got to be sour, Rox.
Well, everyone says, or I've read several reviews that is nasty. I don't know if these things are available. They're limited edition, but can you just go to a local supermarket or Target or Walmart or Publix and pick these things up? Maybe we should check those out. You want to hear something that's just unbelievably coincidental? Did you hear the story about the Delta 767 that was departing JFK Airport? And the slide over the wing of this Boeing 767 accidentally deployed. It was not supposed to deploy, obviously. The slide, and this is interesting. You're like, well, I thought the slides were inside and they unfolded from, the door from the inside. Because, certain airliners, if you're on a big jet, you'll see there's like that hump on the door and the slides come off of the door. On the Boeing 767 wide body, the slides over the wing are inside panels that open up from the outside, and the slide then inflates from the side of the airplane from the outside. So there's this Delta jet that's leaving, climbing out from JFK, and there's a malfunction. The slide launches in midair and then falls off the plane as it's taking off, as it's climbing out. And this is what's bizarre. Not that that's not bizarre enough. The slide landed at the house of a New York attorney whose firm is filing a lawsuit against Boeing because of the Alaska Airlines door blowout that happened back in January. Yes.
What?
Of all the houses.
How does that happen? That doesn't even seem possible.
This is like, I think, on the South Shore of Long Island or whatever. I mean, Bell Harbor. So
sounds like a setup to me.
The slide falls off of the Delta jet, a Boeing 767, and then it lands in the oceanfront home in Bell Harbor. It's Queens, actually, so it's not South Shore, Long Island. Bell Harbor, Queens, and the lawyer gets the slide in his yard, and he happens to work for a law firm that's suing Boeing off after the Alaska Airlines, door plug blowing out. Is that not? You're talking millions and millions of people in New York, and a slide. Listen, it's probably not Boeing's fault. I mean, these airplanes are old. The Boeing 767 in Delta's fleet, they are old. This particular airplane, 33 years old, and I think it was a Boeing 767-300, and this plane was 33 years old. The average age, I think, of Delta's fleet is 14 or 15 years, which is among the oldest in the industry. And look, I'm a Delta flyer. I like Delta, but they do have some old ass airplanes, and they're putting new ones in. But I mean, how coincidental is that?
Yeah,
it doesn't get any weirder than that. That's some crazy stuff.
It is.
And Roxanne, you had sent me a note on this particular item about a new chart on how long you should sleep, sit, stand, and do moderate to vigorous physical activity. And I noticed the same thing you noticed, that some of the expectations are outrageously unreasonable.
Oh, what do you think? We're still hunter-gatherers, that we're out there doing hard physical activity to, capture our food?
How much should you sit, sleep, stand, walk, work out in a 24-hour period? Listen to these numbers, because, I'm not a slacker. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to do my X-Force right after the show. I'll walk 2 to 3 miles later tonight. But the optimal 24-hour time use is as follows. 8 hours and 20 minutes of sleep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I get, with nap during the day, I probably get 5 hours a day. What?
What's the matter with you?
I that's all I get.
Sleep a little bit more.
Yeah, I can't.
You don't do anything.
Yeah. What do you mean I don't do it? What are you talking
You're
about?
not tired.
I don't do anything. So there's no way I'm getting 8 hours, 20 minutes of sleep. That is ridiculous. Then sitting should be 6 hours a day. Standing 5 hours, 10 minutes a day.
What the hell am I standing for that long?
I'm pretty close to that, actually.
Yeah, because you're doing a 4-hour radio show.
All right, then light physical activity, 2 hours, 10 minutes a day. Light physical activity. So that would be what? Just like
yard work?
Yeah, I think like just walking around. Maybe you're in the office, you're moving this, you're moving that, you're doing that. And then listen to this. This is the weirdest category. Moderate to vigorous physical activity per day in a 24-hour period. They're suggesting that you have 2 hours, 10 minutes of moderate to vigorous physical activity in the course of a day. How is that possible? 2 hours and 10 minutes a day? Get out of here.
I mean, when do you have time to work?
I mean, that's ridiculous.
They want you to get a job with vigorous activity.
I don't see how that's remotely possible.
No, it's not. It's not.
There's no way you're getting 2 hours and 10 minutes to moderate to vigorous activity.
I saw this article in the New York Post.
Yeah.
And then they said a recent survey, and then, they have the hyperlink to click to it, and it's blocked. The site is blocked. So I don't even know who came up with this.
Yeah, this is probably just garbage journalism or something. I just don't think it's even remotely realistic. All right, folks, Cash Kitty's on the way in minutes. It is now 9:44, so in about 16 minutes, the Cash Kitty is coming. Cash Kitty, gonna give you $1,000 if you're the lucky texter. So stand by. Roxanne will have the keyword to text at 10 o'clock for your shot to win $1,000. Have a great day. We'll see you back. Oh, and I had a bunch of people ask me, what's the code for the Zojirushi rice cooker? So during the month of May, the whole month of May, and this is a great Mother's Day gift, if you want to get a Zojirushi rice maker, they reached out to me and said that they set up the code MJ15. And I'm also working to give away the rice makers again in September, which is National Rice Month. And people love these things, man. I have never been more excited over an appliance in my life. And I've had one of these Zojirushis now since it's got to be like 15 years already. Best appliance ever. So if you want to get a Zojirushi rice maker, you go to their website and check out. Promo code is MJ15. They'll give you 15% off. So I'm happy just to pass. Listen, I know it's kind of strange, but I'm just happy to pass this along to the listeners. Folks, have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow on the MJ Morning Show on Q105, and let's be careful out there.
Download the